and welcome to the Wrestling Experience. Welcome to the Raw Watch Along. You have landed on the mothership. Yes, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Raw Watch Along from Orlando, Florida. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Mm.
Now with the hottest show in the universe, the Wrestling Experience, with your host, Joe Cole.
Acknowledge me.
Coming at you with all the dope shit, freshest WWE content, and also the AEW. You are now watching The Experience, the Wrestling Experience. Now with your host, Joe Cole.
Awesome power of nature, hot excitement of freedom.
Goes after you get struck by lightning.
All right. Well, welcome everyone to the Wrestling Experience. My name is Earl Cole, and welcome to the Raw Watch Along here tonight on the Wrestling Experience. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be discussing Monday Night Raw. But before we get to Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some wrestling news to get through. So before Raw hits the air, we're going to get through the wrestling news. Courtesy of Wrestling Features. According to Wrestling Features, on WrestleMania 39, Roman Reigns will tie Hulk Hogan for the most appearances in the main event at WrestleMania. Very interesting. Very interesting. Now, let me ask you all something in the chat. Here's a trivia question. Which WrestleMania, listen to me carefully, can you name for me 3 WrestleManias that Roman Reigns has appeared in the main event? Which WrestleMania? Name 3 WrestleManias that Roman Reigns has appeared in the main event.
So we're up to 39.
Besides 39.
No, I know that. It's just, geez, there's been so many different main events over the years. Was he? I don't think he was in 35.
He was in 2 of them with Brock. I know that.
I know 2. Trying to think here. Shit, I'm drawing a blank because it's.
Wasn't one of them 38?
I would have
30 and 37. Thirdly, 37 because he headlined with Edge and Roman and Daniel Bryan. That was one of them. The 32 was with him and Hunter. I think that was the headline of the WWE title.
And this was before. And this was before he was the what we know him as now. It's just crazy. He waited this long to pull the damn trigger. So you had with him and Hunter 32.
Him and Lesnar in that physical matchup that ended the show, where he was.
Yeah, I think it was like a last. No, that was at SummerSlam.
Oh, that was SummerSlam. I thought that might have
been.
Well,
the last man standing match.
Yeah, where he's
that was at SummerSlam.
Destroyed. Okay, I didn't know if that was WrestleMania or a SummerSlam.
That's when Brock pulled out the backhoe, basically, when he pulled out the tractor.
One of them was definitely him and Brock. That was one main event. One of them was him and Triple H, and the other one was him versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan. Those were the main events I believe he was in. I just don't remember the exact which WrestleManias they were. I think one of them was last year in 38. Not 38, 37.
Yeah, 37. 30, who main event?
32 was him and Hunter. That was definitely one of them.
Mm-hmm. And holy crap.
Oh, the one with him, Brock, and Rollins. With a cash in.
That was oh shit, that had to be. It's not 32 because WrestleMania 30 was
30.
I think it might be 31. 30? I think it might be 31.
It was 31 or 30. It was the one where he was him and Brock, and then
probably the greatest heist of the century. Is basically what they know.
That was the other one.
Okay, well, you guys are very good at these trivia questions. You're very good. Here's the answer. Roman Reigns has appeared in WrestleMania 31, 32,
Mm-hmm.
33,
I forget.
34,
Oh, it's more. I didn't know
Whoa!
that.
Holy hell!
37,
Yeah.
and 38.
And it'll be 39
Yes.
this year.
Right.
That's
And you guys
right.
have been,
I forget. Yeah, the New Age Outlaws taking on the Shield. Who can forget it? I thought that
right.
was a really good match too at WrestleMania 30.
Okay. And we are
I
But
gotta say
the
this.
one he didn't appear, it was because of the COVID. He was supposed to be in the main event, but he
right.
was taken out, and it was
Right.
Strowman that instead was in the main event
Yeah,
against Cole.
Right. Right. Another newsworthy thing comes from
Doing
AEW.
well.
Ringside News reports that Tony Khan is not opposed to working with WWE.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be opposed
Oh,
to that either. Because first of all, if you're gonna you already had a familiar with New Japan, why the hell not? Because first of all, that's a huge moneymaker right there. Think about it. MGF and the Miz going at it, or you had who else tag team wise? I guess the Usos taking on the no, because FTR will be gone by then. But I wouldn't be. I think they might go elsewhere. Oh, God, who's the other top tag team in that division?
now, now let me ask you
Bucks.
all. Let me ask you all something. My. Well. Let me
I heard
introduce you.
about that.
Let me introduce you to my co-pilot, ladies and gentlemen. He is my ride or die. He is a Giants fan. He's a passionate Nets fan. He's a passionate Mets fan.
Agree.
And of course, he's always with me each and every Monday night here on the Raw Watch Along. Please help me welcome the one and the only Mr. Jeffrey Turner. Jeffrey, welcome to the Raw Watch Along.
Well, Earl, how you doing? Rob, how you doing? And how's the chat doing? And by the
I'm
way,
great. I'm great.
I got more news. I don't know if you heard about the story. WWE is now apparently partnered up with Reality of Wrestling, with Booker T's promotion that will allow NXT talent to officially be showing up at Indies events now. That broke a couple of days ago too. So that means we're going to have
Hey,
NXT talent. Ivy Nile is the first one to appear at Booker T's Reality of Wrestling, and WWE is still negotiating to potentially try to team up with some other promotions in the indie circuit for some of their NXT talent. It's just NXT exclusive though, not main roster.
all I gotta say,
Um,
this too, Veg Day was fantastic.
yeah, I
I
thought it
heard the
was
first
good.
match was great.
Oh yeah, Wesley. Yeah, the first match has always been talked about because they showed a Dijak with a broken middle finger.
Oh God, yeah.
Yes.
Was it broken
All
or
right.
dislocated?
It looked like it was dislocated.
Okay.
We are on the air, ladies and gentlemen, with Monday Night Raw. The pyro is going off, and the Elimination Chamber is 1 week away.
Oh my God, I didn't even realize it's already a week away.
Yeah,
I did not even realize that. Oh, and by the way, Edge is starting the show. They broke that right before. Edge is going to
Yes.
be kicking off the show tonight.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, in the wrestling news, some fans have expressed doubts about Tony Khan's leadership in AEW. His questionable booking, his decisions about superstars and other things. The fans are starting to sour against Tony Khan.
Is that because they're starting to feel more confident that Triple H is full control of WWE, so they can go back to crapping on Tony Khan in AEW?
I guess so.
Yeah. They must think that Vince isn't going to come back and take power, so they're going to go back
not to
and
mention
crap
too,
on
we
WWE.
seen another lawsuit thrown against Vince McMahon, but this time for let's be real. Pretty much, all I said. I talked about that too earlier on the Instagram. I think last week. He's getting sued for the.
Edge is here with his wife Beth Phoenix.
But
That's definitely leading to some type of tag team match. Go ahead, Rob.
But yeah,
I'm sorry, Robert. Go ahead.
I was going to say that one of the lawsuits that Vince McMahon's kind of tied up in is basically the 4-letter R word. If you catch my drift, he's been accused, had those not just the sexual misconduct, but also getting, like, I would say, very handsy, so to speak.
And
So,
Comcast apparently pulled out of a potential deal for WWE sale, and now a lot of other people are very weary if a sale might actually even happen. Which for Triple H and Stephanie, that might be a good thing, because I think the best thing for them they want is to get Vince out of there, and then if Vince goes, Stephanie will be back in control. So,
absolutely.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to introduce you to our next guest. This is Robert is here, ladies and gentlemen, on the Raw Watch Along, and he's got Philly Sportscast, and of course he's got the SmackDown Watch Along, of course NXT Watch Along, NXT Watch Along, and please give him some subs.
Who took out Nikita Lyons?
Me and Tyler were always talking about that because the first person that comes to mind was Zoe Stark because of this rivalry that those two still have.
Also, I wanted to announce to everyone here that the Raw Watch Along will not be seen next Monday night because I will be in Brooklyn for the Go Home show next Monday night. I will be in Brooklyn for the Go Home show. So they are showing you right now what Rhea Ripley did to Edge and his wife at Extreme Rules last October.
Let's be real, probably the best ending to Extreme Rules that I've seen in quite some time.
Yes.
And she gave her the concerto. WWE, he said, I quit. WWE has says that there will be a mixed tag at the Elimination Chamber. It will be.
I think was it either Jeff or DJ Short said, we might be seeing a tag team with Finn and Rhea taking on Edge and Beth.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see which two Judgment Day members are gonna accept this challenge.
Well, one of them is definitely Rhea.
Oh yeah. And think about this too. You already have two storylines already make sense. Number one, Rhea's gonna get her revenge at WrestleMania against Charlotte. And then you also have this from Extreme Rules. So you have pretty much two storylines basically kind of just make sense.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, in that altercation that happened last October in Extreme Rules, Beth did suffer a severe concussion. And therefore they had to remove them from WWE television, but they kept the storyline going. Which we all
do. Like I said, go back to the reality of wrestling. Think about this too. Without Booker T, think about this too. No Roxanne Perez. Because think about it, he's a product. And it's, it's just for me is that I thought Vince's Day was really good. The the women's tag team match was confusing as all hell. It was a good match, but the wrong team won, basically.
Kiana James and
Fallon Henley.
Yeah, Fallon Henley. It's probably because they're trying to bring up Kaden and Katana to the main roster. That's probably why.
Edge is about to speak in the ring, ladies and gentlemen, in front of the Orlando audience. Oh, Orlando, says Edge. It's so good to be back, says Edge. He said he's the king of comebacks. I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that assessment.
Yes.
Beth looks as scary as she was when she was younger too. Like just power.
Yes. He said the idea. He said I was trying to elevate talent. He said it worked. The Judgment Day is in a better place now. When I arrived.
It's not wrong.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Finn Balor is operating on a level that I have never seen him operate on before. And that is saying something.
And that is not saying something. Damian Priest. He said it's a workhorse.
That's the damn truth.
And he said he could work with the very best.
Absolutely.
Rhea Ripley.
What's up, Rubio the Cocker Spaniel?
What up?
Rubio the Cocker Spaniel. Hit that like button. Thank you very much. And subscribe to all our channels. We greatly appreciate it.
Bailey's gonna be on NXT tomorrow night, so just be on the
Yes.
lookout for that too.
I'll be on the
ding
lookout
dong,
for
that ding dong dumb segment.
Ding Dong Hello with Gigi Dolan and JC Jane.
Oh, okay. I don't like that segment.
I think no.
Mhm. All the leading up to Extreme Rules from Toronto, all the leading up to Extreme Rules. It didn't physically enough to say to tell me to.
I could see that. I could see that.
And
Chad.
it's funny too. Speaking of Dom too, like even outside, like he was like in an interview says, he says just like it's crazy too. Like they're him and Rhea are 1 year apart.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't have anything to stop it. He said I felt helpless.
So congratulations, gentlemen.
Here's your golf clap.
Damn.
You didn't get the job done.
I never lost it.
I never lost it, says Edge.
I know how I'm gonna book this. How it should be booked.
You just made a bad problem even worse. And you're a sick bastard. Will to sink to any level to get the job done. Okay, so let's. I think what needs to happen here is no holds barred.
I would not be opposed to that. A whole no holds barred tag match.
Yes, for the first time ever.
And Judgment Day needs to lose. I mean, not Judgment Day. Edge and Beth need to lose. They have to lose.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
In a no holds barred.
Yes, you gotta put the younger talent over. You have to put Finn and whoever else is in the match over because they have the bigger match for WrestleMania.
But they'll give them a fight. They'll give them a fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
there'll be a fight, but Rhea Ripley's going for the championship at WrestleMania. She can't lose.
Right.
And same thing, whoever is in the other match. If it's Dom, you don't want him to lose, and same thing as well with Balor. You don't want him to lose either.
Right. And Balor says you keep losing again and again and again.
It might be time for you to say, I quit.
I think it might be time for you to say I quit, says Balor.
Maybe that just might have been a hint of what the match will be. Hey, Raph.
New news travels fast, says Dominic. I have served hard time since you've been gone. I've been served hard time.
Even though that's a load of
Even
though that's a lead
going with that damn thing.
I mean, shit.
Hey, Jose
You guys
Perez.
better run. You guys better run along.
Agreed. No,
Just
I am
like
not.
just like a
Devils fan.
deadbeat.
What's going on,
Just
Miz?
like a deadbeat Joe. Dom thinks the crowd is chanting, "You suck." Mm.
You're something else. I mean, every time you guys come back, we beat you down, we lay you down, and somehow you keep coming back for more.
Sometimes you keep coming back for more. Says the next time we beat you down, we're gonna make the Extreme Rules look like child's play.
Tonight, after Dawkins gets cooked, and I enter the money. Sorry.
The Money in the Bank. He almost called it Money in the Bank. It's the Elimination Chamber.
Damien. That's gonna be a meme.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be a meme,
Whoops.
Damien. Oh man.
That's.
Oops.
No, at
I'm
least
gonna
he got
be
the title right.
Or at least he got the title right. I wish my mommy was here. She can just smack the crap out of you. Mommy's busy traveling the world tonight. Both of you shut up.
then you clothesline my head off. You said you didn't want a leader, yet you're following Finn Balor around like a giant labradoodle.
You're following Finn Balor around on a giant labradoodle. Jamiroquai. He called him a Jamiroquai.
Damn.
Between you and us is that we truly have each other's backs. All of you drop each other quicker than ex-con Don dropped his drawers in the cell.
Oh, dropped his drawers in the prison. Oh,
I like that. That's a WrestleMania type promo.
Oh.
By the way, I cannot wait until he snaps and he 619s your teeth down your stupid little throat.
I can't wait till he 619 your teeth down your stupid little throat.
All of us know that Rhea's not here tonight because last week I speared her soul right out of her body.
I speared her soul right out of her body. That's why Rhea's not here tonight. She
Very carefully. I didn't come here to talk. I came here to beat Rhea Ripley's ass.
I came here to beat Rhea Ripley's ass.
I like that.
And since she's not here tonight, how about this? The rated R superstar Edge.
Rated R superstar Edge. The Glamazon Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor at Elimination Chamber.
Sold.
I'm sold.
So
Dude, that's a big match for Elimination Chamber.
And Chad, to answer
I
your
think
question,
Mommy's in.
it's been 6 years that him and Edge and Beth Phoenix have been together.
We accept.
Which I feel like it's been crazy though. It feels like 2016 feels like it's been a long. Well, technically it'd be 7 actually since it's 2023. Holy shit!
It feels like it was like 20 years ago.
I smell an ambush. I smell an ambush. And I think the Judgment Day is playing Trixie Wixie here. There's 3 of them and there's 2 of you.
Finn is so good.
Oh, okay.
Edge is
So the match,
tremendous
the match is official, and the Street Profits are in the ring right now, and they're beating the stew out of Judgment Day. They are beating the stew, and Edge just speared Finn Balor out of his shoes.
Yes.
And Dom is running away, but look out behind you. Montez Ford is behind you.
Thank you, Miss.
No, there's no mommy to save you. Oh no, she's gonna glam slam him.
Please do.
Do it. Oh,
Bang! Yes, she did.
Look at Montez Ford dancing behind Dominic.
Yes, she did. She just glam slam. Okay, we're going to commercial.
Okay.
That was a great segment, guys, wasn't it?
Well, she's with Buddy Matthews, by the way. Oh, it was great.
Right.
That was great.
Guys, what did you make of that opening segment of Raw?
I liked it.
I thought it was tremendous. But, I mean, honestly, Edge and Beth have to lose. You cannot have Rhea Ripley get pinned. You could have Balor maybe get pinned. But
you got to keep the momentum with Rhea.
I would say this. Here's what I would say. I would say knock her out of the ring. She can't come back in the ring.
Yeah.
And then ultimately they left Finn alone in the ring. He gets speared, he gets glam slammed, they win the match. That's the way I would end it. And that's the way I would book it.
That's what I would too, because like you said, you had to keep that momentum going with Rhea going into WrestleMania.
I wouldn't pin Rhea. I would put her outside. She can't continue. She left Balor in the ring, and he's a tasty snack to the both of them.
Well, I could see the reason why you might do that, because it could lead to a match with Edge and Balor at WrestleMania.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hell in the Cell. Hell in the Cell, and the Demon comes back against Edge.
Yeah. Yes.
Demon Balor versus Edge Hell in the Cell, WrestleMania. And you can have Balor go over Edge, unless you want Edge to be the one to finally take down the Demon.
Just to let everybody know, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Raw Watch Along here in the Hardcore Sports Network.
Yeah.
Follow them on Twitch at Hardcore Sports One. Follow them on Instagram at Hardcore Sports One. Follow them on Twitter at Hardcore Sports N. And of course, subscribe to their YouTube channel and hit the like button. Hit the like button on Jeffrey's channel. Hit the like button on Robert's channel. Hit the like button on my channel. And subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. We hope that you had a great Monday. This has been a very red hot Monday Night Raw so far, ladies and gentlemen. Mm-hmm. And of course, we are building up to the Elimination Chamber, which is just 1 week away.
I can't disagree with that. That's for sure.
No, 1 week away, ladies and gentlemen, from the Elimination Chamber. Saturday night, Feb 18, Saturday night, Feb 18, beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern on the Peacock. And of course, all cable and satellite providers. We will be live
anymore.
Now, I've got a question for you guys too.
Sure.
We all know that Brock and Bobby Lashley are probably going to WrestleMania in some type of fight too. Which feud do you think is more appropriate for a Hell in the Cell match? Edge and Balor or Brock and Lashley? Because both of them are very qualified
that's a good,
for a Hell in the Cell.
Listen. Let me ask you this, Jeffrey. Why can't we make history at WrestleMania?
2?
And use the yes. Yes.
So one on night 1 and one on night 2?
Yes.
You don't think that's overkill though?
No. No.
That's where my brain was telling. That was where my brain was telling me.
No. I mean, I can see. I would say it would be overkill. I would say it would be overkill if you use it 3 different times, but you're using it 2 times.
Here we go. You got the first match already going on between Damian Priest and Angelo Dawkins for the right to enter the chamber. We all agree with this one that Priest has got to win, right? Priest has got to be in that match. No disrespect to Dawkins, but Priest has got to be in there.
Angelo Dawkins is taking on Damian Priest to qualify in the Elimination Chamber. Oh, and he just got pounced. He just got pounced over the announce table. Oh, what a shot by Priest. You all right, Jeffrey?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, okay.
Let's get some water.
Priest now is just dominating the match against Dawkins. He's slowing down, no slowing down. Good night, Dawkins. No. Just to let everybody know, ladies and gentlemen, just if you didn't hear the announcement earlier, the Raw Watch Along will not be seen next Monday night for the Go Home Show because I'm going to be at the Go Home Show live in Brooklyn, New York. The Go Home Show will be in Brooklyn next Monday night, and of course I'll be there live for the Raw Go Home Show. But me and Jeffrey will return with the Raw Watch Along from the fallout from the Elimination Chamber. So look for that.
And we'll also be back on that Saturday.
We'll be also back on that Saturday as well.
Yep.
Yes.
I don't know if Rob's going to be joining us too, but
probably. Like I work every single damn Saturday, so I mean, there's no way.
Right.
And if I wasn't, then hell yeah, I would.
So me and Jeffrey will return with the Elimination Chamber watch along. So please tune into that.
Too will be there.
Yeah, Mitch will be there as well. Our founding father, Mitch Kopsky, will be in the house as well. So tune into all of that. It will be in our cook pot. Of course.
With the food. Always with the damn food.
But don't that make me unique, Jeffrey? Doesn't that make me unique?
It does make you unique. That is definitely for sure.
I mean,
it also makes everybody else very hungry. Makes us hungry for a late night snack.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll order you quesadillas and a pizza. How about that?
I'll take the pizza. I'll
Oh,
take the
okay, great.
pizza for sure.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
I got an interesting thing for you guys. Would
Yes.
you go with potentially having Ford and Dawkins in the Elimination Chamber and sort of tease a little tension between the two of them? Or would you just rather have Ford in there, Priest in there, and just kill it with the 6 guys you're going to have? Because either way, it's going to be a phenomenal match.
I mean, either way would work, Jeffrey. Either avenue would work for me.
Yes.
I don't mind it at all.
Stone
I'm
Cold
not
Steve
opposed.
Austin.
I'm not opposed to it. Um,
Mm.
we're in commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let everybody know there's more wrestling news. According to Sportskeeda, the report is Triple H is about to break up 2 people on Raw that the audience is saying that is boring as snot. And that,
Damage
ladies and
Control?
no, it is Baron Corbin and JBL.
Good.
Baron Corbin and
First of all, that
JBL
was a
are
bad
about
idea
to
to begin with, anyways.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin and JBL are about to go Splitsville. The
Can you go back to
audience
being the lone wolf?
the audience is saying that the Baron Corbin JBL thing is boring as heck on Raw. It's not doing them anything on Raw. So it looks like Baron Corbin and JBL are going to be done.
Can Damage Control be next, please?
Yeah.
Have Ronda and Shayna beat the hell out of them at WrestleMania. Take the titles from those two, and then you could start the split up of Damage Control.
I'm with Didi Strong this one. Like there was like those first of all, those belts should have just been retired as it is. Like no
No,
one
but
really get.
I think everybody has said that, Robert. I think everybody in their mind
And
has said that.
this is also sense of the fact that I mean like I said, everything with how DJ Storms kind of broke it down since like first of all, why is someone like Shayna and Ronda be in this position anyways? I mean,
Right.
knowing that the fact that Ronda's contract is going to be up very soon. I think after the Elimination Chamber, I think it is.
I think she requested to do this. I believe she requested not to be in a title match, and she requested to work with Shayna and go for the titles, tag titles.
Oh
So.
well, just to give you a backstory on this, Ronda Rousey went to Triple H and WWE management and said that she did not want to be the SmackDown champion any longer.
Yeah.
She did
Good
not want to
riddance.
be the she did
I'll
not
give her
want to
credit
be
for
the
that.
champ.
Oh yeah.
She did not want her to be the champion anymore. So what they did was they cooked up the idea of Charlotte becoming the champion. It unfortunately it did not go over well with the audience. However, they had to do it. They had no alternative to do it because Ronda said she did not want to be champion anymore. She was tired of it and she was bored of it. So that's what happens.
Well, that'd be nice to get bored of being a champion and then just be like, I don't want it anymore. Okay.
Right.
Wouldn't that be nice? Some people wish they could be in that position where they're champion and they're actually bored of being champion. Some people don't even get that opportunity to be champion.
That is a good point. That's a very good point.
That's a good point, Jeffrey. But you got to understand, Ronda does not respect WWE nor the fans.
Not just that too. She doesn't respect the business as a whole.
She doesn't respect the business. She doesn't, and she has no business here. I mean, if you don't like wrestling, if you don't like the way it is and structured, then get out.
I mean, shit, you already got your ass knocked out twice by a couple other people in the UFC in under 30 seconds. So why the hell are you bitching and complaining?
Right.
I'm just saying.
Ronda Rousey's mystique went away after she made that WrestleMania appearance.
Like her first run,
time,
I actually really liked her first run.
Yeah, when she fought with Kurt Angle against Stephanie and Triple H, that was a very good match. That
Absolutely.
was a very, very good matchup. Her first run was good, but her second run, it's been an immediate disaster.
It was a disaster.
She needs to go away. She needs to go
away very fast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Build up this division. Build up this division. That's what you need to do. Get Rhea as the champion on SmackDown, and then start building up Tegan Nox, start building up Shotzi Blackheart, start building up Raquel Rodriguez, start building up Xia Li, or whoever else on that brand. Whatever women you want to bring up from NXT, build them up so we can have a credible division and put Charlotte Flair to the side. Let her have a minor feud that she has and start building up the women on Raw and SmackDown. That's what I
Yes.
would do.
I mean, me and Tyler, she talked about this too when we watched Vengeance Day. Like the women were super over during their time on during their matches on NXT.
No,
and
they're
Vengeance
not
Day.
ready. They're not ready. Mia Yim and Candice are not ready to be
No,
champions.
they're not ready to be champions.
No, they're not ready.
They're not ready yet. Dawkins now is up in the top rope right now, and he is about to splash Mr. Damien. No, Damian Priest with a choke slam. I think he's gonna choke slam him from the top rope.
To me, the women's money matches for WrestleMania would be Becky and Bayley in some type of finality match. I would have Raquel Rodriguez.
What a super kick.
Raquel Rodriguez has got to win the women's elimination chamber.
1, 2, no.
So it would be Raquel Rodriguez versus Bianca Belair. That would be my Raw match. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte. That's SmackDown. You have Rousey and Baszler against Damage Control. And then I would have Bayley and Becky Lynch do some type of finality match. That would be like my big matches for the women. And then everybody else you could trickle in somewhere in some type of like, the women's battle royal or something, or like some type of other match, because those are the big matches. Raquel's the only one to me that would be a credible good champion or a credible fight against Bianca Belair. That is a match I would love to see. Bianca versus Raquel.
What up?
King Jers, hit that like button. Thank you very much. It's from the top. He's gonna slash him from the top. Swanton bomb. Goodbye. 1, 2, no. Dawkins almost upset Priest and he kicked out at 2. Some of the fans, ladies and gentlemen, want the return of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal to WrestleMania.
I really didn't mind for it. It was just for me. I just felt like it wasn't really unnecessary.
I say this: if you're gonna bring it back, use it in the pre-show. Do not put it on the main show. It doesn't belong on the main show. It belongs in the pre-show. And if that's what you're going to do, then do that instead.
Or that too, and spice it up a little bit. The winner of that should be
nice senton.
Think of this too, or like throw the number one contendership stipulation there as well. Like the winner of that would at least earn the number one contendership. That's what I have. What I would do it.
Hey, Sleeping Angels.
Hey, Sleeping Angels. How
at least,
are you?
At least give something. Because I actually don't mind the concept of it, but I mean, we saw just it did not fit on the main show. I think it was in WrestleMania 31 when it was in Santa Clara.
Priest won.
Priest is in the chamber.
As he should be.
Absolutely.
Mr. Priest is in the chamber.
So you got Gargano, you got Bronson Reed, you got Damian Priest, you got
Austin Theory.
Who are the other ones that are in it?
We have Austin Theory, Gargano,
Seth Rollins is the other one.
Gargano.
That's going to be a really good men's. It's
going to be tremendous.
Yes, and remember, ladies and gentlemen, in the chamber, if the champion gets pinned, we are guaranteed a new United States champion.
We're still looking for one more spot, though. That's the thing.
We're one more spot, and that's going to happen later on tonight.
Okay. You know what I'd actually have happen? I would actually now think about having Austin Theory lose that belt, because he's going to be facing John Cena at WrestleMania. Priest doesn't have a match. Gargano doesn't have a match. What do you call it? Bronson Reed doesn't have a match. A lot of these mid-card guys aren't going to have a match at WrestleMania. Why don't you have some type of multi-man match for the United States Championship?
And of course, they're
those guys.
Showing Austin Theory entering the building in style in a Lamborghini earlier today.
I love it.
Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show you what happened last Friday. Right, we're going to show you what happened last Friday night with Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns in the match.
That was intriguing. I liked it. That was great.
Intriguing. Very intriguing. That's coming up next.
Well, and I'm really liking Sammy, but the fact that, I really hate to say it. I mean,
you know what? Him driving a Lamborghini, I know a certain 16-time champion that loves driving Lamborghinis. I just noticed that. A certain 16-time world champion that loves his cars. He's
Well,
coming. He drives Lamborghinis, so or
the
his.
the only thing is with this concept is that both competitors and the WWE have not said that they want the match to be official, and
Cena,
that
in theory,
I don't know
yes.
whoever's saying that, dude. Sell me that match as it is, because
that's a big match.
because we know that
Well,
Cena.
well,
And if I'm not mistaken too, I think Cena had like mentioned like kind of hinting at retirement because the dude's in his 40s at this point.
right.
Yeah.
Because I just want to let you all know something that we learned today. Both Vince McMahon and Triple H ran the Royal Rumble. Triple H.
I had you could definitely tell it was 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Triple H controlled the main event, and Vince McMahon controlled the rest of the show.
Well, that makes
Uh,
sense why the rest of the show was garbage and the Royal Rumble and the end match was
well,
phenomenal.
now we know. And Vince McMahon said, and I quote, "The Royal Rumble was a huge success, and I was very
It was.
happy
It was.
with the
I was about to
creative
say that's kind of
process that took place." So Vince
Yeah.
McMahon obviously was very happy with what he produced.
Realistically, if I want to have to say it, he's not in my eyes. That didn't look too good.
No, the Royal Rumbles were boring as hell.
Like, look,
I kind of knew that was the case.
Because first of all, if you looked at majority of the pay-per-views, it's like this has Vince McMahon written all over it.
Oh my god, yeah, it did. Oh
and
my
then
god,
come to find out that he did produce, it's like
it's not even that big of a shock. It's like we all had that in the back of our minds. Yeah, and we all had that in the back of our minds, thinking, okay, it feels like Vince McMahon is definitely behind this.
Let's think of it this way. I think the show would have been a success if you had Triple H write the entire show. Because holy crap, that would have been. But I'll give Vince where credit's due. He got the winners right, though.
You did.
But I won't blame Roman for bringing back Nia Jax, but that's where I'm going to blame. But for what I've understood, I don't think it's like full time. I think
it's a one-time deal, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. She's still on the alumni page on the website.
Right. It is a one-time deal.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is a one-time deal. And ladies and gentlemen, there is a rumor that Triple H and Vince McMahon will collaborate to run WrestleMania.
No.
Vince will do night 1, and Triple H will take care of night number 2.
Vince McMahon is not going to allow Triple H on his baby to do the entire WrestleMania by himself. He's not.
Right.
Vince McMahon is going to want to have his hands all over that WrestleMania card too.
So I have a feeling that Vince McMahon will be running night number 1, and we're going to get a big.
Now let's just think of this too. If night 1 goes well as planned, then we'll see how that happens. Because we've seen WrestleMania, the last few WrestleManias, that night 1 usually most times was better than the night 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Just give Triple H control of anything involving the bloodline. Everything involving the bloodline.
That's a huge money maker.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
Bad Bunny won the Grammy Award last night for best music urban album. Oh, okay.
I'm not surprised. I actually kind of like his stuff a little bit, though.
Yes.
This is kind of irrelevant. Like,
yeah.
Another artist I feel like that has been getting a lot of fucking disrespect, and that's Sam Smith. Does anybody realize that?
He's underrated.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, Maximum Male Models is now on Raw. They have signed on Raw. They have a sign to Raw. They are officially on Raw.
Yeah, I heard about that. They moved them to Raw this afternoon.
They've been moved to Raw. Yeah.
And they want Otis.
Are you tantalized by the juice?
No. Please God, no. The only one that should be pushed out of that group is Maxine, because she at least has the appeal that
Chelsea
people
Green
like.
Karen, holy crap!
All right, I'll take Chelsea Green anytime.
Hey, I'd rather watch Rick Boogs wrestle on Monday Night Raw. At least pause, Juice.
Jesus Christ, Juice.
That sounds like a Vince McMahon type of thing.
Yeah. And Chelsea Green was eliminated in the Rumble very quickly.
I mean, look.
My family is in attendance tonight. I really think that I deserve a match.
She said that she
There
deserves
we
a
go.
match.
Big star that I am.
She said she's the big star that I am.
She is a bigger star than
She
most
said
women.
you
She
have to
is.
make it right. I can call the board of directors and cost you your job. Get it done, she says. She said, who is this chick that can throw her weight around, says Corey Graves. 890 days Roman Reigns has been champion.
Jesus Christ.
I think right now, the best. I think the long-time record with Bruno Sammartino was
What's up, LT?
8 or 11 years or something like that, over 2,000 days.
Yeah, right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're showing you what happened last Friday night on SmackDown.
Ain't no Mets, no Nets, no Jets. Wait, what code? What QR code, LT?
What QR code are you talking about?
That's what LT says. Did you guys scan the guy's QR code? Which one?
I haven't.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I'll elaborate a little bit more on that, LT. We're not sure what QR code you mean.
So right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're showing you what happened. Sami Zayn came out of the crowd and he was beating the stew
Oh
out
yeah,
of
you
Roman
cannot
Reigns.
tell me you cannot write the ending of SmackDown any better than that.
Yeah.
Not just Sami Zayn though, and this also stems the fact after Jay walked out, and that really pissed Roman off.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Jay has not answered anyone's phone calls all week.
And that is
Don't want to hear anything about Jay. Keep him quiet and out of the picture right now. It's perfect. Don't have him get involved with anything right now.
But we have a tag team title match coming up this Friday on SmackDown. So the question is he going to show up in the match, and is he going to defend that title that he's supposed to?
I doubt it.
It's going to be Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso that will tag together. That's going to be the new tag team until eventually Jay returns. It's going to be Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. They're going to go by the Freebird rule. So that means Solo is going to be the tag team partner with his older brother until eventually they bring Jay back.
But the question is this legal?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Yeah, we have seen it over the years.
Jesus Christ, Juice.
Why is that?
Juice?
Oh, come on, Juice.
I can't.
I don't even know.
I didn't see the sign with the QR code.
He said that there was a guy holding it up. Did you guys see that?
I didn't pick up on it.
I didn't pick up on that.
Because the camera, because they're very quick with their cameras.
Right.
SmackDown was pretty good last week. I will say that. SmackDown was entertaining.
It was boring.
Some parts were boring. I will say that, but overall, as a show, that was like a solid B show. Yeah. Of how it was written from start to finish.
Yeah.
It's this here is the reason why.
Anything
with the bloodline is just absolutely phenomenal.
Now, the Usos are supposed to take on Braun Strowman and Ricochet this Friday on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Will Jay show up to defend the tag team
No.
titles?
No.
The SmackDown tag team titles will be up for grabs.
I'm telling you, Freebird rule. It's going to be Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa that will defend the titles.
Okay.
And Jay is not going to be. It makes too much sense. Do not get Jay on television. You have to keep this angle going because it's the hottest thing right now because nobody knows what Jay is thinking. I would keep him off television. I would not talk about him. I would not acknowledge him. No pun intended. I would not have him talk or anything right now. Keep him out. Have Solo and Jimmy defend the titles for the time being. And then if you want to bring Jay back at the Elimination Chamber, that's when you can have Jay come back and screw Sammy. And then that sets up Jay and Jimmy to take on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the tag team titles. And then that's when you'll get the change.
And that goes back to the point that I made once before. If you looked at Sammy's shirt, there was kind of a bit of a tease with him with his name and KO and his last name on the duct tape part of it. Kind of leads me to believe it's going to be him and KO.
Yeah.
Right. Right now, ladies.
Why are we getting this match? Baron Corbin,
Dexter Loomis, and Baron Corbin are up next.
This is not going to generate any interest. Nobody cares about Baron Corbin, and Dexter Loomis is as ice cold as anybody. Nobody's going to care about this match. I'm sorry.
Initially, it was supposed to last a few weeks. He was seen as a comedy act, and the company changed their plans and lengthened the angle between Zayn and Reigns at the Elimination Chamber. So this is what the WWE is going to do at this point. I believe that this is going to be the final chapter for Zayn and Reigns at this point because
Yeah,
Reigns needs to concentrate on WrestleMania, and
Cody.
he needs to go with Cody. So I'm going to say at this point that of course we all know that Reigns is going to retain the title, and
I mean, it's kind of obvious. I mean, Cody. We'll always say that Cody's is the one to dethrone Roman, and not to mention there's been speculation that the new design of or this current design of the WWE title might be retired when Cody, not if, but when Cody takes it off, because there's been speculation that the Wind Eagle might be making its return at some point later down with Cody, which
But Rob, do you think that that's going to go over very well? Because Sami Zayn and the Bloodline storyline with those guys have been the main feud for this, like literally for the past year or so. And now everybody wants Sami to eventually win the championship at Elimination Chamber.
I don't
Cody
really
and Reigns have nothing against, they have nothing with each other. Nothing.
But didn't we?
Do you want Cody to be the one to win it in like 6 weeks build to WrestleMania?
Didn't we discuss this last week on the Raw watch along? I said to you guys, I asked you guys, I said, which animal do you want to see at WrestleMania? Do you want to see Cody take on Reigns, or do you want to see Cody take on Sami Zayn? I mean, flip the coin.
Who's the heel? Who's the heel in that match if you have Zayn and Cody?
Then you would have to briefly turn Cody into the heel, and
Can you do that though? Can you turn him into a heel that quickly?
Well,
I mean, especially everyone's actually liking Cody nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, anything is possible in wrestling, Jeffrey.
That's true.
Anything is possible. He can come out and be a prick. He can come out and be cocky. He could be an SOB. He could have a bravado to him, an edge.
I mean, if you give him a bit of a mean streak, I'll be okay with that.
Yeah.
But Sleeping Angels, Daniel Bryan was never supposed to be the face back in 2014, and the crowd made him the face. So Sami Zayn sort of had that Daniel Bryan nostalgia. Yeah, it's basically 8 years later.
So
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rob. I apologize.
No, I was going to say I could agree more because this is basically they're kind of like replicating it. What, almost 9 years later?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Because think about it. Because I think look at this too. Before Sami joined the Bloodline, he had a hard time getting over.
Yeah, because he was a comedian act. He was a joke. They made him a joke.
The Jackass guys at WrestleMania last year. I actually enjoyed the match, but
that was or just him gets body slammed by Wee Man. Good Lord, that was just funny. But
and here comes Dexter Lumis with Johnny Gargano.
I mean, obviously Corbin's losing this match.
The dude's a career job right now.
I think at this point, this is when we're going to say goodnight to JBL and Corbin, which I hope that'll happen because
absolutely
this gimmick is boring. Really.
They've done that before, Sleeping Angels. Remember, WrestleMania in 2014 was supposed to be Randy Orton and Batista. That was the WrestleMania plan the entire time. Batista was going to win the Rumble. He was going to face Randy Orton and eventually become the WWE Universal Champion. That was the plan in 2014. But because Bryan became so white hot with the fans, Vince and the WWE had no choice but to include Bryan in that match, including against Triple H at the beginning of the night, and then that eventually led to the triple threat match that happened at WrestleMania's main event that year, and then which was a good match, and that ended up Bryan Danielson become the champion. So plans can't change. If you have somebody that is white hot, like Sami Zayn is, They can't change plans. They're not
Did
going
you
to
see
do
that
it.
triple threat
They're
match
not
between
gonna
the
do
three
it.
of them? Daniel
Oh my
Bryan.
God, it was great.
It was great. The match was fantastic.
It was fantastic.
The match was great.
That's probably
It-
one of Batista's
it-
best matches I've ever seen of him.
Was that the night where Jerry Lawler said it's a miracle on Bryan Street or something like that?
Something like that.
Bourbon
Yeah.
Street, something like that. One of those quotes he said on the broadcast. Yeah, it was great. It was great.
And unfortunately, he had to relinquish it due to injury at
Right.
I think the roll after,
Yeah. Unfortunately, he
which was
suffered
very
a concussion.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
He suffered the concussion, and the doctor says that he couldn't get in the ring anymore. So,
Earls,
But
how's the
it-
crowd reaction to this match right now? Is
Dead.
it like not good?
I'm listening to the audience,
Hey, Danny.
and unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, the crowd is dead silent in this match. The crowd
Nobody cares
is
about these two.
the crowd is not. I mean, the crowd's not even reacting to anything. I don't hear no clapping. I don't hear any noise. Everybody's just watching. That's all they're doing is watching. There's no participation of clapping or anything like that, or cheering, or I like what I see. And
Now, what about this women's Fatal Four here? Candice LeRae, Mia Yim, Carmella, and Doudrop. Or, I'm sorry, Piper Niven. I got to stop calling that. Who deserves to win that match between those four?
Well,
Piper Niven.
Give me Piper Niven.
I think it's going to be Candice. I have a feeling it's going to be Candice.
I say either Piper Niven. I mean, if you guys be
Johnny's in the men's, I think they're going to want to try to give Candice a rub.
I mean, that does.
That does make sense. Even though the audience will not be participating.
Oh yeah,
in the
they would
match.
not like that at all.
No.
What, Candice winning?
Yeah.
No, it should be Piper Niven. She's the most believable one in there, and you
Piper Niven's a lot more seriously. She's got more credibility to her than the other three women. No disrespect to Mia Yim, and I love Mia Yim, but just she hasn't really done.
Meacham, Mia Yim.
Who gives a
Mia Yim's not doing it for me. I've not been impressed with Mia Yim. Everybody always says Mia Yim is like really good. I don't see it.
It's been hard for. Me and Tyler talked about this too. It's just been hard. Out of the women, the main rosters, and it's bad too because even when me and Tyler do NXT almost each and every week, the women's roster on NXT is so much more over than the women on the main roster. I think myself, good lord, that's just sad. Even the women got. And think about this too, like the women's matches
Dexter Loomis wins.
That's kind of no surprise. But like I was saying, at Vengeance Day, the women's tag team title match, people standing on their feet and get actually into the match itself. It went 10, 15, almost 20 minutes. So yeah.
Well, they're like the indie style wrestling fans, the ones that are watch the NXT shows. They're more of like the indie style. Plus, they love Kaden and they love Katana.
Oh yeah, and know what that I think this women's roster could use a Kaden and Katana at some point. Because literally, for the love of God, Candice can't get over worth a damn. Neither can Mia Yim.
I just got an idea.
Oh,
it just popped in my head for NXT Stand and Deliver.
Go ahead.
Bailey is supposed to be on NXT tomorrow night. You know what I'm thinking? Bailey versus Roxanne Perez at Stand and Deliver for the women's title. Book it.
What a
rub that would be for Roxanne Perez to beat Bailey at Stand and Deliver. Bailey's got nothing going. Give me that match.
You got Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker might be going at it too could be the main event of that show.
I think Carmelo's gonna become champ.
Because I have a gut feeling that Braun Breaker might be getting called up very soon after WrestleMania. I think the Raw or the SmackDown after WrestleMania.
I agree.
This is what happened last Monday night.
When
Becky Lynch threatened Bailey to do damage control to get the steel cage match. So tonight it's official. The man Becky Lynch is being interviewed now by Byron Saxton. You finally face Bailey in the cage. Orlando, Florida.
I'm starting to become less and less of a fan of Becky Lynch. I'm sorry. She's just it's too. She's not doing it for me anymore.
No, it's just no going over with her.
It's just the same stuff. She feels like Charlotte now.
It's
Yes,
just it seems like the four horsewomen just kind of just are just done pretty much in
right.
terms because we see what we need to solve for since that. Exactly, and that's basically what we're saying. Like her Becky Lynch's the man game has kind of run its course over what a few years at this point.
It's
Yes,
still over with the fans, and I probably out of all the gimmicks, it's probably the most over one out of all the women. Maybe
That is
Bianca as
true.
well. But yeah, I mean,
the
Becky,
mission, the
Bailey,
mission,
they should all be putting over the other women. That's what they should be doing.
the mission statement for the damage control is damage.
Mm,
It's been booked into oblivion.
yeah, I agree.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, but that
Hmm.
those are the breaks. Uh,
But I think that match for Stand and Deliver, because if Bailey and Becky's not happening at WrestleMania, get Bailey and keep her on NXT. You could do something. I don't know what you'll do with Becky, but you could do something with Becky. I don't know what, and have Bailey be involved at NXT Stand and Deliver and put her against Roxanne Perez. Everybody, anybody who says Roxanne Perez is the next major star in that women's division. Everybody knows it. She's she's a great wrestler. She's a bubbling personality. She's great overall. She's already the it girl.
Hey,
Everybody knows Roxanne Perez is
but
next.
but the
Put
question,
her in a match with Bailey and let them go at it for 10, 15 minutes at the main event of WrestleMania weekend. Put them in front of a crowd and let Roxanne Perez beat her. And that is a monster
push.
over for Roxanne to beat Bailey in
Just
that
think
match.
about it. Because
I agree, but the question here's the question. Will Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and Vince McMahon book the match?
Yes. Shawn
Mhm.
Michaels would. Yes, they would. It makes too much sense. Makes too
Oh,
much sense. Why else should he be down there? Because you have to think about it too, Earl. I apologize for interrupting for a second, but Bailey's gonna be doing a segment with JC Jane and JC Jane and Gigi Dolan. Who did they fight? Roxanne Perez. Bailey might want the NXT Championship again, and Roxanne Perez will probably somehow get involved in this whole thing sooner. Maybe like what Rob just mentioned, maybe Bailey takes control of those two, because there have been a lot of rumors in the past about Bailey wanting to work with JC Jane and Gigi Dolan. And how
because
cool
I
it
feel like
be?
it makes more
yeah,
sense
but
than
Yes.
her with damage control, and also
Yes.
and it's my big and I love Shawn Michaels to death. And the biggest criticism, like he just does not know how to. He needs help writing show NXT at times. He needs
gonna
help
get
write NXT
Yes.
consistently on weeks. Because I
Yes.
mean, look, it's not terrible, but it could have been you got look at that roster though: Carmelo Hayes, Braun Breaker, Grayson Waller. Even the women's division is fucking stacked. You can't tell me you can't run a really good NXT show weekly on Tuesday television after you gave us a really good Vengeance Day pay-per-view. I mean, that's always my biggest, and this is where I agree with DJ Storms. It's just like, where it's like Shawn Michaels he'll pull up like one good pay-per-view and then just for some reason just disappears from weekly television on NXT.
Would you say he's coasting?
Like ghosting basically.
That's true, Sleeping Angel. She has put them over
I
a
don't
lot.
I don't even know what to say about all of that. I don't have any words.
I'm not as big on JC and Gigi in terms of in the ring. I think
still,
they're both not good.
This is where,
Character-wise, they're good.
Character-wise,
they're not good.
And they're still green. They're still green. And well, I think if you have to give me a who can wrestle, both I doubt it, Juice, but going back to that, Gigi needs to get better mic work. I think overall though she has gotten better, but just the mic work just for me isn't really cutting it, I would say. JC Jane, she's improving a little bit. I mean, she's seen there's some improvements. There's got to be like, and the fact that I've seen people say almost like just keep them down there for a little bit longer and let them develop
longer. Yeah.
It's just like it's because you don't want to because well they got potential, they got superstar written all over them when it's all said and done, and it's just like you
They're
don't want
lost
to.
right now without Mandy Rose. Mandy
Oh,
Rose
yeah,
made
absolutely.
them bigger than they were. Even though Mandy's not great in the ring, she had a presence to her that helped put those two over
And yeah,
in their faction. Since Mandy's been gone, they're sort of in like a flux because they're not good enough right now to be able to lead that group by themselves. They need somebody to lead them.
you have that
And
veteran
Bailey would be the
mentorship.
perfect one. Exactly. Bailey would be
Tonight-
the perfect person that can lead them.
Tonight, Raw, ladies and gentlemen, is in Orlando, the
I don't think
Amway
so.
Center. This is Monday Night Raw Watch Along here in the Hardcore Sports Network. Please subscribe to all our channels and please hit the like button. We greatly appreciate it. And we are back with Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we're watching WrestleMania Goes Hollywood. Yes, and WrestleMania will go Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. Just to let everybody know, um, on um, on February the 18th, we will present to you the Elimination Chamber watch along. The Elimination Chamber will happen on Saturday night, the 18th of February, beginning at 7:45. We go live at 7:45 Eastern Daylight Standard Time, except out in the West Coast.
I remember that Triple H promo at WrestleMania
Yeah, I remember
21.
that footage. Yes.
That was like 18 WrestleManias ago. Just think about that. This was 18 WrestleManias ago. WrestleMania 21, and we're all the way at WrestleMania 39 now.
And potentially in WrestleMania 40 next year in Philadelphia.
Yeah, that was the one where he put over Batista. And Batista, like John Cena, became the next big stars of the company. I remember 21 was when Cena and Batista became the faces.
And here comes Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar.
I doubt it. He's already because Dustin Rose. I think he did say to himself like this was his last year anyways. And think about it.
Yeah.
And first of all, and and going back to that too. And look, Dustin's over 50 years old. Like the dude, like how much more does he's given so much in the last 30 years? It's just like, it's. Yeah.
Would he stay with AEW and be a mentor, or would he be going to WWE and be a mentor to the younger talent?
I mean, the fact that
who are you talking about?
Brock Anderson, the son of Arn Anderson, is supposedly supposed to be a free agent soon, and Arn Anderson is hoping to stay with AEW, but on like some type of like smaller type role with the company. So we're talking about Dustin Rhodes, Cody's older brother.
I think he would. I think because I think he, with. Just with the upcoming stars in that company. I mean, as much as that sounds, I think he might stay in a way that I think he could be like a coach or like a backstage producer, that kind of thing. And also, too, he also has a Nightmare Factory, too. Like I said, going to the coach, like he can bring some of these younger guys into that and work with them. Because, I mean, look, Hook, I think Hook could be so much better. And the dude is just look, he may not speak on the mic, but the dude just has, potential.
The crowd is going nuts for Brock Lesnar.
And it's crazy, dude, that the fact Brock Lesnar is even over, as much as I know how much
everybody, everybody always bitches and complains about Brock Lesnar, but the dude is still over. He just has to show up and kick ass.
He said he said I appreciate it.
I mean, I'm not one of the people that actually hates him. Actually, I always respect.
No,
give him this respect.
I was never a Brock Lesnar fan because of his part-time status and what he did with the championship.
That was the one thing
that's not his fault, though. That's not his fault. No, allowed him to do it. Vince allowed him to do that.
I was just not a fan of it. I was not a fan of it.
No, I understand, but that's more Vince McMahon than it's on Brock Lesnar because Vince allowed him to be part-time and allowed him to keep the title. He could have just taken it off of him.
Right.
That's not the worst of it. I got my ass thrown over the top rope.
He said I got my ass thrown over the top rope by Bobby Lashley.
And in the last not less 3 minutes in the Rumble.
Yeah, which is a little bit surprising.
I wasn't on Raw last week.
I apologize I wasn't on Raw last week.
You see, Bobby, he finally struck the chord.
Finally struck a chord in Brock Lesnar.
I'm so impressive that he's still got on the mic though at this point of his career.
I'm surprised that he's talking at all because
That's a good point too, and he's doing a really good job of it too.
He's underrated on the mic. He's underrated. He's not that terrible. He can talk on the mic. He just never got the opportunity because of how well him and Heyman meshed.
Paul Heyman.
Right.
God, even like the one memory, especially with in the spirit of WrestleMania season. Who remembers him botching, almost broke his neck against Kurt Angle 2000?
Yeah. Oh my god! Yeah. That bad
the shooting star press.
Shooting star press, yeah.
I was like, damn! I'm thinking to myself, man, Brock, how did you not break your neck on that?
I mean, would somebody please get a cane for the Raw commentator?
Kevin Patrick.
Kevin
oh
Patrick.
My gosh,
he sucks. He's terrible.
I'm not even going to repeat what he just said. I'm not even going to repeat
give
it.
me Wade Barrett on the Raw comment. I think Wade Barrett and Corey Graves would actually work pretty well for me.
Oh my god.
Might as well at this point.
Or put Vince Joseph back up on the main roster for crying out loud.
Can we get Morrow back, please?
Oh, absolutely. And you got Pat McAfee back too, so I mean, damn.
SmackDown's already back to being the best commentary team again in
absolutely.
wrestling. When you hit back with Cole, they're the best team.
Absolutely.
Well, he's not officially back yet. Not yet. It's a violent resolution. It's a resolution. In this $5 denim jacket. Is a multi-million-dollar contract. Okay.
Is this the first time Brock's actually being himself? Because it kind of gives me that kind of vibe that he's actually being his true self, being that like not like a cowboy kind of thing, but you know, with the southern roots and whatnot.
This match is going to take place at the Elimination Chamber. It is Bobby Lashley taking on Brock Lesnar. Get your ass down here and sign the contract. Yes.
Oh, you know it's not ending at Elimination Chamber. You know this is destined for WrestleMania.
Yeah. I would say put this in a steel cage. Let these men battle in a steel cage.
No, that's not good enough for me. For this feud, it's not good enough. It has to be something worse.
Hell in a Cell? Or actually, no, wait.
Wait a minute. I got an idea. 3 stages of hell match.
I would not be disappointed. I love it. I love it.
Heard that match.
3 stages of hell between Lesnar and Lashley.
Let them fight.
You can just beat the hell out of each other.
Yes,
absolutely. Sign me
up. Thank you. That would be brilliant.
Yes. No.
Or why not just have that at WrestleMania?
That's where it should be. WrestleMania, have these 2 guys have their whatever match, maybe a DQ, and it leads to WrestleMania, 3 stages of hell, and let these 2 just destroy each other at the greatest stage of them all.
Yes.
Why the hell not at this point? Let them just beat the living hell out of each other.
Beat the stew out of each other.
Exactly. 3 stages of hell. A lot of people are bored with Lashley and Lesnar. I'm not. I want to see these 2 guys beat the hell out of each other in some type of stiff match. I do. I want to see violence with these 2. As terrible as it is, these are the 2 guys that I want a violent, brutal, massacre type matchup between these guys and just let them beat the hell out of each other at WrestleMania and finally have some finality. I don't even care who wins.
I think about it too. Both of these guys are still over, so I mean, damn, it makes sense.
Yes.
And Kerry Patrick made a dumb boo-boo on the air.
What else is new?
And the fact that he missaid, and for Raw 30, it said the Wells Fargo Arena. It's like, no, it's a Wells Fargo Center, you idiot. Oh, that really.
How is he still on commentary? Get him off.
That triggered me. It's like,
yeah, he said the Wells Fargo Arena.
It's
the Wells Fargo Center.
Get him off commentary. Please put him back in the backstage. Put Byron back on commentary. He's better than this.
Or give me Vic Joseph for crying out loud.
Yeah.
I mean, Vic Joseph. What? I don't think he did. No, he was actually pretty solid on the main on the Raw commentary when he was up here.
Things are gonna be done on my terms. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, I'll take it. I want to hear this promo.
I'll let my agent look at it. I'll let my manager look at it. I'll take my lawyer look at it. I'll get back to you about that match at Elimination Chamber.
What are you surprised, Brock?
Are you surprised that I said no?
Surprised that Bobby
Bobby
who has
who?
one up on
You Bobby who? It's got a one up on you? Uh-oh, uh-oh, Lesnar, M5. Oh,
He F5'd him?
yes, he did.
Yeah, well, Triple H failed on this one. I'm sorry. Triple H is not hitting home runs with everything. There's quite a few fails with Triple H too. There's been some
Yes, he
good
made a
and there's
few
been some
flubber.
bad.
He made a few flubber dubs. Yeah.
Yes, and Kevin
Hell, even
Patrick
in the
is at
NXT
top of the
commentary with
list.
Vic Joseph. Hell, or give me Booker T on
One
Monday
more
Night Raw.
time. One more time. The audience is saying, do it again, and he's gonna give him an M5. Bang. Ooh.
I'm surprised MVP or the others are not coming out. The Hurt
No.
Business.
Yeah, that's kind of
No.
surprising.
No.
It could lead to something at WrestleMania, or maybe in an Elimination Chamber. We see the Hurt Business come back together. That's where we might see it.
We're gonna see what happens here. Do we have this match official? Is Brock Lesnar going to take on Bobby Lashley at the Elimination Chamber, which, by the way, is stacked?
Oh my God,
Oh.
that pay-per-view is going to be incredible. It is so good right now, the way they put it together.
Absolutely.
The build is fantastic.
Yeah.
First of all, where the hell was this for Royal Rumble, for crying out loud?
Didn't I just announce what happened?
Yeah, the men's Elimination Chamber looks incredible right now.
And so, hell, I think the women's
and Beth versus Balor and Rhea. You got Sammy and Roman, and now you might have Lesnar and Lashley. And then the women's Elimination Chamber is
going to be good.
Either. This pay-per-view is going to be awesome.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a Dish subscriber, you can watch the Elimination Chamber on Dish. 1-800-333-DISH.
Oh my
God.
God.
1-800-333.
back there right now with Johnny and
Dexter. I'll say this too. Get rid of this Poison Pixie bullshit.
Yes.
That's part of her gimmick with the way.
I just can't. Her as a face with the Poison Pixie.
We are ready for the women's division elimination chamber
and they had,
match.
Nikki Cross kind of looking at her.
And here comes Carmella. And here comes Carmella.
Because it seems like
qualifying fatal 4-way match is up next.
I swear to God, if Carmella wins this matchup, Vince McMahon is definitely behind it. She's the one that least needs to win this match. Please, God. Even though she's back to her old gimmick, the Princess of Staten Island, the one she had in NXT. Old NXT gimmick still.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in commercial with Raw. My name is Earl Cole. That is the great Jeffrey Turner. And that is the fabulous Robert. And we are watching along Raw here tonight on the Wrestling Experience. You landed on the mothership, ladies and gentlemen. We want to thank you all in the chat. We want to thank you for all your comments and your questions. And of course, please hit the like button on all of our channels and subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. We are all here for you at the Hardcore Sports Network, and we greatly appreciate it. We greatly appreciate all of you watching the Raw watch along. Just to let everybody know, programming note, the Raw watch along will not happen next Monday night for the go home show because I will be in Brooklyn. I will be in Brooklyn in the Barclays Center for the Raw, for Monday Night Raw next Monday
curious. I'll ask you, Rob, do you want to do the show on Monday next week?
I'm down with it. Well, actually, wait a minute.
If you're not busy, we could still do the show if you want it. Like, I know, Earl, you're going to be at the show, but we could still continue it if
I'm
you
down.
want.
I mean, think about it. I got Tyler's got a season finale with the Pigskin recap after Super Bowl Sunday. I got nothing else better to do, so I'm okay. I'm down with that.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, then my co-pilot and my guest Robert says that they will carry on without little old me, ladies and gentlemen. They will carry the luggage for you, and they will head to.
Hey,
You have the best seat in the house for Monday Night Raw. You get to be there during the go home show.
Yeah. But you know something, ladies and gentlemen, when you have great turkey and you have great salami, who needs the bread? And you got a great
What
thing
if
here
me or
going.
Rob is the bread? What if we're the bread and you're the turkey and salami?
No,
Give me
my
roast
friend.
beef.
No, my friend. I'm the bread, and you all guys are the great meat on the
No,
sandwich.
stop. No, Earl.
Uh,
No, Earl.
yeah.
I,
All
Mm.
right, Earl. Do you want us to still do the show, or do you want us to
Yeah,
wait? Like you want?
yes. No. You guys do fabulous work together. You guys do this work every Monday night. You do the great work. I'm here just to enhance the show and give you
No, you're the
information.
leader. You're the one that
And
does the
yeah,
show. You're the king of the
and
show. We're the ones that try to back you up. You're the one that did this. So
yeah, I
don't
understand.
deflect it away from yourself.
You know, I greatly appreciate that, Jeffrey. I greatly
It's the
appreciate
truth, my
that.
friend. Don't
It is.
deflect it. Don't deflect.
Okay, all right. But ladies and gentlemen, Jeffrey and Robert will carry along next Monday night. They will give you the go home show. I will be live inside the Barclays Center next Monday night for Monday Night Raw. And yes, we're gonna have, they're gonna bring you the Raw watch along next Monday night. So tune in for that. But me and Jeffrey and Robert, I guess, will be back with us for the fallout for the Elimination Chamber, and that will happen the following Monday. So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for this quarter final match with last woman in the chamber. Um,
Who won the one on
and
SmackDown, by the way? I'm just curious. Who won that fatal
uh,
4-way on SmackDown?
oh, to qualify in the chamber, that
Yes.
was Natalia.
Oh my God. Why?
Natalia, Natalia is in the chamber. Yes.
So that's why I'm making it believe that Carmella might win.
Well, there could be a Vince McMahon booking, that's for sure.
We know
Uh,
Mia Yim's not winning because she came out with she came onto the screen without an entrance, so I don't think she's winning. Piper Niven's getting an entrance, and I believe Candice is getting an. I'm sorry, Candice didn't even have an entrance either. So maybe
right.
Niven will win.
Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
She's
The
the legit
the
one that should win.
the match is
Okay,
underway, ladies and gentlemen. The match is underway.
good point, Sleeping Angels. I didn't even think about that because it's in Montreal. Good point.
Yeah. Let me ask you something, Jeffrey. Which
Mhm.
woman in this match do you want the least to win the match?
Carmella. She's already been a champion. She don't need this. She's not in any type of storyline. It's Carmella. The other
Okay.
three need a victory. They're all ice cold. Even though
Okay.
Carmella is, nothing special, she's still a multi-time women's champion, and she's still she's been there already. These other women
Right.
need something. Candice badly needs a win. Michin needs a win. Piper Niven needs a win. I mean, Carmella definitely does not need to win this match. She doesn't. It
Right.
should be Niven.
Oh.
Niven's the only one that makes sense.
Okay. Now, which three of the since you said you don't want Carmella to win, which of the three women would you be in favor of winning the match?
Piper
realistically,
Niven.
I was about to say Piper Niven. But
Piper
like
Niven.
Jeff
Okay.
said, this is going back to what Jeff said. They might give Candice LeRae the winner in this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Johnny's in
Oh.
the men's one, so they might give it to Candice in the women's.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let
Also,
everybody know.
I blame Earl because actually he ordered a buffalo chicken sandwich from
Yeah.
Domino's.
Ooh, that's so good. It's so good.
Enjoy,
Buffalo chicken
Robert.
sandwich.
Enjoy.
It is.
Their oven baked
Enjoy.
sandwiches or how about their chocolate lava cakes too, Jeff?
Yes,
The powdered
they
Yeah.
are very underrated. The
Yeah.
pizza's meh, but their sandwiches are very
I mean, the
good.
one pizza chain that's
One,
kind of mid is
two,
Pizza
no.
Hut.
Yeah, no, I like Pizza Hut a
One,
little bit. They're not
two,
bad.
And for me, it just seems more fake than I used
one,
to remember as a
two.
kid.
That's true.
1, 2. No, Carmella is screaming at the ref. Oh, Piper Niven just splashed all 3 women.
Oh, there's
One,
there's a
two.
there's a poison rana by Candace.
Yeah.
A sloppy looking one though. It was like a slow motion one.
Just to let everybody know, ladies and gentlemen, the crowd is dead.
Nobody gives a crap about these women.
Is dead. And this is a nasty sign that this is the end of. Is this the end of the women's division?
No.
I doubt it.
No, it's not.
Triple
H is going to do whatever
we're
he
going
can
to
to get these
commercial.
women over.
But the problem is if
Yes,
they
it
don't
is.
have the
Yes,
if
it
they
is.
don't have the right gimmick and they don't have the it factor, how in the world are you going to connect with the audience? Because as I said before and I'll say it again, if you don't have that it factor, if you don't have the right winning formula to connect with the audience, you won't be going over. You could go over the rainbow, the Dixie, the Wixie, the whatever you want to call it. You're not going over with the audience. You're not going to be popular.
You got to adjust it. Remember, Becky Lynch was in the same position when she was first going. No, she was irrelevant. Nobody gave a crap about her. Her gimmick was going nowhere. And all it took was a punch to the face by Nia Jax to break her nose. And what ended up happening? Becky became the biggest thing in the women's division. So you just don't know. It just takes that one thing that organically can get somebody over. Look at Sammy. We talk about the men. Nobody gave a crap about Sami Zayn as a potential world champion, and it took his gimmick with the bloodline to really make Sami Zayn a major priority in wrestling. It only takes that one gimmick to really put somebody over. Maybe one of these women will have that.
Or I think it's too, Jeff. Look at Roman Reigns, perfect example. No one gave a fuck about him. He was just booed out of oblivion when he came back.
Exactly, because he's pushed down our throats, and then they turned him They turned him into a heel, and they gave him this godlike gimmick as the tribal chief, the head of the table. And look at him now. He's been the most dominant thing in wrestling for over 2 years.
Just, I think I agree with both your assessments because I think it just takes that right gimmick, that right spark. You need that right spark. Something needs to happen here with the women's because every Monday night that we do these shows and we watch the audience.
Even SmackDown's not that great either.
No, the SmackDown women's division is worse.
Because you could fly a paper airplane over the audience. They just don't care. There's no caring in it.
Because the crowd doesn't have a reason to care because the storylines are not connecting. The characters aren't interesting. We talk about it all the time. Every single Monday night, like you said, Earl, we're always talking about the fact that all these women are terrific wrestlers. All of them can go in the ring. But why are they not connecting with the audience? Because they're irrelevant in terms of their characters, and they're irrelevant in terms of, their storyline build. The men, Johnny Gargano's not getting reactions.
No, he's
Johnny
not.
Gargano.
No, he's
Johnny
not.
Wrestling.
He's not getting reaction to it at all.
And so you can't blame the crowd. It's every single arena they go in. It's not just one crowd.
Right. Dexter Lumis is not going over.
I mean, he was really, really well loved in NXT.
That's the difference. NXT
Karrion Kross.
NXT and the main rosters are different. They're different audiences. AEW and the NXT are more of those old school, hardcore, indie
wrestling fans.
Exactly.
I think
the main roster are casuals.
Right.
And that is true. And most of the women's division on NXT is mostly from indie wrestlers too.
And I just want to just say something. The WWE staunch fans that are
I still say Impact might be better. AEW's women's division is not that bad either. They're pretty good.
No, they're not. They're not that bad. Oh, Carmelo with Piper Niven. What a beautiful clothesline by Piper Niven.
Niven's so good.
If I could have been completely honest,
she is.
Her and that because I actually watched a lot of ICW. For those who don't know, that's a Scotland based promotion.
Yeah.
Her and Alba Fire or Kaylee Ray, they had a really fantastic Fear and Loathing match for the women's title. They were the main eventers.
Great too. Yeah, Alba Fire's great too.
Because her and the whole thing with her and Isla Dawn's just like, what? Because me and Sarah got intrigued on that storyline because basically she had a heart, can't beat her, so I screw it, so just join them. She became just like, All right, I'm see where that goes.
Oh,
Then again, though, would you ever want to see Piper Niven on the
Oh.
AEW women's roster?
Oh.
Because maybe she can
Oh.
put up some good matches too.
She'd be
Oh.
absolutely tremendous on the women's roster.
And
She'd be a
get
good
booked with-
opponent for Jade.
oh.
Mm-hmm. And that's the only thing that's always my negative
Meeting
nitpick of the women's division is
one,
because of
two,
her.
No, Piper Niven just pulled out from the cover. She pulled Carmelo out of the ring for the cover, and now Mia Yim is in the ring with Piper Niven, and Meacham is trying to beat the stew out of Piper Niven, but it's not
Just
working.
gotta eat the feet.
Yeah, and then she oh, Candice LeRae just gave a beautiful drop kick to Piper Niven. Oh, beautiful moonsault on Piper Niven, but no, the Meacham breaks up the 3 count.
I will say I like Carmella. I like Carmella's going back to her old school gimmick. That was her best one. She was the Princess of Staten Island when she was teaming up with Enzo and Cass. Remember, like the three of them were together.
Oh, yeah. That was an amazing trio, but no, you had to break those guys up.
Vince, that's why. And then they screwed up Carmella.
And I have to say too, I really hate to say this, even Carmella was over as well, which is kind of I know it's ironic kind of say looking at it nowadays.
Right. Her role right now in WWE is to get the other women over.
Yes.
And that
it's not helping.
But no, it's not. No, no. Oh, Candice LeRae.
Think about this too, Earl. Look at the many attempts. Like I said, going back to with Roman Reigns before he turned him heel. Look at the many different opportunities he had to put him over. None of them could do it.
Right. Exactly.
It had to take you had to write him on television and just had to repackage him. So, and here we are.
Oh, God. Right. See, that's the thing right now. Piper Niven is so dominant. It's hard for to see her lose. It is.
Right. And Carmelo right now is beating the stew out of Candice LeRae in the
same
corner.
With Asuka too. Like she's kind of not been over as well.
Maybe they might put Kana against
Bianca
Belair.
Oh,
I would not be opposed to that.
Cannonball.
No, this actually is a pretty solid match.
Carmelo pins Candice LeRae. 1, 2. Oh, Carmelo is in the cage. Yes. Carmella is in the cage. She cleaned up the scraps after.
Yeah, did you not call that?
Yes. Wow. And now the chamber is official. So we have Raquel Rodriguez, we have Asuka, we have Natalia.
And Candice got pinned. They just did that promo backstage, and Candice got pinned.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm not too close to it.
And Cross is in the chamber.
Out of those 6. To me, it has to be either Kana or Raquel.
I was about to say Raquel. I don't know why my brain almost told me Nikki Cross for some odd reason.
I think she might start a feud with. I could see a feud potentially starting between Candice and Nikki because they teased it a little bit backstage. Potentially of a Nikki Cross versus Nikki Cross and Candice LeRae.
Backstage.
Here is the end. Here is the end of Corbin and JBL. And behind them, MVP is talking to the Hurt Business.
Yep, I'm looking at it right now. MVP with Shelton and Cedric. I love it.
Oh, JBL just called him a clown.
Yes, absolutely. Turn him back to being the lone wolf.
Please do.
Turn him back to. I mean, he doesn't have to grow his hair out again.
You can't polish turd. I'm done. And that is the end of the road for Corbin and JBL. Thank God Triple H made it his right decision.
How many gimmicks has Baron Corbin have been in? He's got like 8 million different gimmicks over the past couple of years.
This is
one that I thought-
number 9.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I say go, like I said, go back to the Lone Wolf and like his secondary, his new when he had that oh God, I can't think of his theme.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Alpha Academy versus the Hurt Business next on Raw.
Okay.
He just said it. The Hurt Business. He just said, yeah, JBL is going to be going off TV. He's done.
Yep. Go back to the pre-show.
I love it. The Hurt Business is coming back, and Juice is happy. You can feel
Honestly,
it. The Hurt Business is coming back.
First of all, they should never have broken them up in the first place.
And
no, they should have not broken them up. Thank you. That was a stupid move by Vince.
And
that was a money maker right there.
Vince says that the Hurt Business was not going over with the audience, and he wanted it to end.
They were the most over faction in 2020.
According to what Vince said in a tweet, he says that they will not go over with the audience, and he wanted to pull the plug.
Hey, wrong, Sophie. Shit, I got 3 spring training games already lined up already. I'm gonna have radio for one of them.
To the TV. No, I mean, Vince. Jesus Christ, Vince.
He's a faction killer. You know that.
And Triple H is a faction maker. It's because you know why he didn't think they would get over? Because Cedric and Shelton. That's why he didn't think they could get over. He didn't think Shelton and Cedric can get over with the crowd. That's why.
And look at them now.
MVP and Lashley can get over. He didn't think Shelton and Cedric can get over in that group. Put those two with MVP and Lashley and let them go out there and just wreck everybody and hurt people. That is going to be something that will be exciting. Exactly, Juice. I agree. They were over. They were phenomenal. Remember the stupid Raw Underground crap? The best thing that happened on that was the Hurt Business coming out and beating the hell out of everybody in that Raw Underground.
Well, remember, if the Hurt Business does reunite and they bring everybody back, they will include Omos. And Omos will be the muscle for this group.
I'm on that. If he just stays out of the background and just be like a muscle, that's it.
And
of course, type, which I would not have no problem. First of all, I thought Raw that was what, still the Thunderdome era of WWE.
Yes,
I think so. Yes.
Yes.
Actually, I really enjoyed it. Kind of get for what it was.
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay, but the audience.
But I've seen worse though.
By the way, are you happy about Daba Kato coming back in NXT? That he's not Commander Aziz and he's back to being Daba Kato?
Oh, that dude! The pop that he got was amazing.
Right.
And the fact that a difference is being made that Daba Kato is getting a big pop.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
All American Wrestling Show. How are you? Hit that like button. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Raw is in commercial. Raw is in commercial right now, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, Jorge? I agree.
You are watching the Raw watch along.
Who doesn't love Avocado? I agree with Juice.
You are watching the Raw watch along, ladies and gentlemen. This is my name is Oracle. That is the great Jeffrey Turner. That is the talented Robert. And ladies and gentlemen, we are working together to bring in the Raw watch along. Now, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm not going to be here next week for the Raw watch along, Jeffrey and Robert have agreed to carry the show forward. So you're going to get the Raw Go Home show next week on Raw.
I agree,
from my hometown of Brooklyn, New York. And who knows? Maybe I will pop in during the show and say hello to everyone and from my seat.
Juice is like going nuts because he just wants the Hurt Business. Like Juice's day of reckoning is gonna be when the Hurt Business is reunited on the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Big argument backstage between Piper Niven, Meacham, and the Poison Pixie. Well, Carmella's in the chamber, and so is Natalia, and we're gonna move forward. The Elimination Women's Chamber is now set,
Because I
and
feel now.
and it's
Correct me if I'm
complete.
wrong. I know this might sound a little bit outrageous. With Natalia, I feel you put Natalia in the chamber because they're going back to Canada. I felt they did something to
Wow,
get.
they're turning her heel. They're turning Piper Niven heel. I like it.
I'm okay with that.
I
I'm
like
not
it.
opposed to that.
I mean, she has done really some good work as I've seen some work as a heel. And
Oh my God, Juice! Look, it's the Hurt Business. They're together. Look at Juice. It's the Hurt Business. It's MVP Cedric and Shelton. The Hurt Business is together. I have to get Juice happy. This is Juice's moment right here. The Hurt Business is coming back together. He's probably like praying to God. He's praying to God right now that almighty music starts hitting. And he sees all four of them together. Yes, she did. Carmella did win.
Yes, Carmella did go into the chamber.
Let these guys wrestle. This could be a phenomenal match between Gable and Otis versus Alexander and Benjamin. Let these guys wrestle. This could be a great match.
And I'm going to tell you this now, ladies and gentlemen. The audience is not reacting to this at all, which isn't
surprising. I thought they would react to these because the Alpha Academy is over, and I mean the Hurt Business potentially coming back together should get these guys over too.
There's no reaction to this. This is very shocking.
I disagree. I see where they're going with it now. I mean, it sounds like Niven is going to turn heel. Maybe she'll team up with Nikki Cross, and maybe we'll get Nikki Cross.
And that'll be an interesting tag team.
And Mia Yim, yeah.
Brooklyn next Monday.
That's maybe where they're going. Maybe it'll be Nikki Cross and Piper Niven taking on Candice LeRae and
oh, what a kick!
At WrestleMania.
Look out! Look out!
I would love that.
No,
too.
that I would not be opposed to.
I would love that All American Wrestling. The Hurt Business and the Judgment Day. Sign me up.
You have two heel factions going at it. Okay.
I think the Hurt Business should be babyface.
Man,
you can turn them babyface.
Okay.
Tonight Cody Rhodes addresses the WWE Universe.
Yeah, the crowds need to get into these matches a little bit more. I agree, Sleeping Angels.
Yeah, the crowd is dead at this
Chad
point.
Gable. I love Chad Gable. He's so good. Gable is so good.
Yep.
It's a damn shame he's not getting pushed more. He is. Gable is tremendous. He's hilarious. He's phenomenal at wrestling. Chad Gable is a gem on Monday Night Raw. He's a gem. He's the modern day Kurt Angle. That's what I'm comparing him to.
I mean, who knows? He probably had. And it's crazy too that Shelton Benjamin still looked great after 20 years, though.
Shelton Benjamin is just the guy that just never gets old. He's still a great wrestler. I wish he had more charisma, but Shelton is so good at wrestling.
Here's a trivia question.
Even though underrated IC champion of all time.
Yes.
Here's a trivia question for my panelists.
Shoot.
If the WWE and AEW had a pay-per-view, what would be the name of it? Would it be A, Hostile Takeover, B, Epic Heat, or C, Two Worlds Collide?
Well, you already have Worlds Collide. The Worlds Collide's already been taken. I wouldn't mind Hostile Takeover.
I like Hostile Takeover. AEW coming to WWE.
And think about it. And plus, too, I think this could also help WWE get some guys over, if that's the case.
Right.
Just think about it. You know, have the Young Bucks take on the Hurt Business, or the Elite take on the Hurt Business. Sign me up for that shit.
Right. How about Sammy Guevara versus Austin Theory?
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Take Young Bucks versus money. The Usos?
How about
Bobby Lashley versus Will Hobbs?
Yes.
Brock Lesnar versus Wardlow.
Yes.
Actually, that would be great.
Kenny Omega versus Seth Rollins.
Oh my gosh. That would sell out in a minute.
Or MJF or this. MJF taking on the Miz.
No, I want MJF wants somebody. I want him against somebody bigger. I want
Right.
MJF against somebody bigger.
I mean, the fact that Dragon Lee's is on his way to NXT.
MJF versus Edge.
Ooh.
Oh yes.
MJF versus Edge.
Or
That would be awesome.
Damian Priest takes on Penta.
I would have not
Okay.
mind that. I wouldn't mind that.
or you could
No,
add,
I got even
add
better. I got a better one. Ray and Dominic versus Penta and Phoenix.
Oh,
okay, yeah.
How about that one?
I would not be.
I'll even go with the women right now. I'll go with the women right now.
Even
Becky Lynch versus Jamie Hayter.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair versus Britt Baker.
Oh yes. Take my money, please.
and it's
By the way, the
it's-
Hurt Business just won. The Hurt
Yes, the
Business
Hurt Business
won.
just won. Yes.
does it? Let me.
With
or
the
let me ask you
lumbar
this,
check.
Is this NXT included too?
Yes, NXT can be included too with people on Dark.
Yep.
Cora Jade versus Sky Blue.
Right.
Okay. Or you can have
Piper Niven takes on Abaddon.
No, Piper Niven versus Jade Cargill.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Oh, take my money, please.
Oh,
Yes.
look at that move, the lumbar check. I love it. I love it. I'm trying to think of a good opponent for Hangman Page.
Oh, Hangman Page.
Finn Balor?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Kevin
Yeah.
Owens and Sami Zayn versus...
The House of Black.
Oh, my God.
that. Take my money for that.
Yes.
First of all, and that would definitely.
Oh, my God. Gargano versus
Wait,
Cole again. Take my money. Gargano and Cole once again.
Oh,
Yes.
geez.
Yes. Yes. Please.
Let's
Okay,
see.
we're watching Rick Boobs come back from last Monday night, and he took on The Miz in a suit.
Yep.
Actually, I changed my mind. I would want Wardlow versus Braun Strowman.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
Wardlow versus Braun Strowman.
I mean, look, more violence the better.
Yeah.
And Miz is being interviewed right now by Cassie
Shinsuke
Kelly.
Nakamura versus Konosuke Takeshka.
Takeshka.
How about that one? Yeah, how about that one?
Takesha's
Or
actually
is
is a bit.
Or as
right.
MJF would say, take a shitter.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks versus
Why not? Well,
Mick Carter.
Mick. Dude, you got so many
Ricky Starks,
match opportunities in your hands.
right. Ricky Starks takes on oh jeez. Oh, Ricochet.
Sign me up. Imagine the high flying between those two guys.
Oh gosh, yes.
Imagine that.
If AJ Styles, or how about this? If AJ Styles can't hurt, about Ricky Starks and AJ Styles going at it.
Oh jeez. Take my money, please.
You could do Bailey versus Tony Storm.
Yes.
Or you could have.
Oh, I like that one even better. Better. AJ Styles versus Ricky Starks.
That's a.
Oh yeah.
Did he have that on a paper?
I think AJ Styles and Kenny Omega would blow the roof off. That would blow the goddamn roof off. Absolutely right on.
Or All American says Roman Reigns taking on Kenny Omega.
I don't know about. I don't know if
I don't think that
would Roman. No.
Okay, so next week in Brooklyn we're gonna have a rematch. It is The Miz taking on Rick Boobs.
I'm trying to think of some more matchups. Like this has got me. I mean, I don't think it's ever going to happen, but
No, I don't think it's but it's intrigue.
it's fun fantasy booking. That's for sure.
Yes,
it's fun to
yes, it
fantasy
is.
book this stuff.
Here's one that nobody even thought of.
I like boobs.
Roosh takes on Gunther.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I think Gunther needs a bigger opponent. There's
okay.
Chelsea Green. So Chelsea Green's obviously.
Why not?
gonna wrestle
Or how
next.
about this? How about Wardlow and Gunther going at it?
I
Who's
don't
a
know.
I'm trying to think who's a dominant force on AEW right now, like on Gunther's level.
Samoa Joe.
That's Samoa Joe.
There you go.
The
Samoa Joe and
Samoa
Gunther. Thank you.
Gunther.
Thank
Samoa
you.
Joe and
Samoa Joe and
Gunther.
Gunther. That would be
Take
tremendous.
my money, please. They would tear the
Wardlow
house
versus
down.
Gunther. Darby Allin against
Who would match
Seth
up?
Rollins, Finn Balor. Darby Allin versus Finn Balor.
Yeah.
I love
Or
that
Dom
one.
Mysterio. How about Dom Mysterio?
That's a tough one.
Damian Priest versus Miro.
Oh yes.
And not to mention too, there's been Kota Ibushi is definitely in talks with All Elite Wrestling. So think of this.
He's going to AEW. He's going to AEW. Absolutely.
So
I
think
it's a 100% lock. He's going to AEW.
Because I mean, Kota Ibushi, man,
he's so underrated.
Can we really reunite the Golden Lovers, please? That would be great.
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But what's going on with like Jay White and Tama Tonga and Hikuleo? I know they were going to be free agents soon. WWE's been interested in them.
I don't,
wasn't Hikuleo? Wasn't he in WWE before?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
He was in AEW. I know that for like a match or two. Jericho versus Kevin Owens again. If you want to relive that feud. What's up, Blaze?
Hello, Blaze Radio.
Raw. I think it's actually been a pretty decent Raw.
It's been decent, but not too much.
But at least we're building up to the chamber. That's the most important thing.
FTR versus Imperium.
Versus
Imperium. Wow.
Take my money, please.
Yes.
Or New Day taking on the Young Bucks.
Oh,
that's a match that everybody's been wanting to see. Or how about if Big E ever gets healthy, the Young Bucks, the New Day versus the Elite.
Hell yeah.
And they're all best friends. They're all actually very good friends in real life. So
yeah,
that would be beautiful.
I mean, at WrestleMania, that would be lovely.
Oh
sign me up, please. Sign me up. Let me ask
you. Definition of takeover.
Let me ask you all something. Which night would you want to see that on? 1 or 2?
If it's the Triple H thing, I'd say go night 2.
Yes.
That's true.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, which person do you mean is in his 40s, Sleeping Angel? Which guys is in his 40s?
I think it might be FTR because I know they're getting up there in age as well.
A lot of these guys are in their 40s. Remember, Balor's in his 40s, Lashley's in his 40s, Lesnar's in his 40s. A lot of these people are older than you think.
Lashley does not look like. That's the crazy part too. Like Lashley does not look like he's in his 40s. He just looks like he has not changed since 2006.
Right.
I don't think Omega was on Up, Down, Down. Because it was under Vince McMahon, he would never let Kenny Omega show up on it.
Hey, Kenny Omega said himself, like he will even when he was with Deep South Wrestling, I think it was. He even said himself, like,
23 winner awards. Congratulations, Ozzy Osbourne. You won.
Yeah, this is another one that we could have had.
Oh, Ibushi, yeah.
Ibushi.
Ibushi was in WWE. He was in the Cruiserweight Classic one.
Yeah, and he killed it too.
Mm-hmm. As far as WWE didn't, well, Vince McMahon, that's why. If Triple H had his hands on him, he would be in there.
Oh, yeah. And I think that's the reason why that Prime Sting and Taker,
that's been the match everybody's wanted. That's the match everybody wanted for years was Prime Sting versus Taker and Prime Taker.
Chelsea Green is on her way out to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, for this women's division match.
She's the one that needs to be put in damage. I mean, Toxic Attraction.
I think she's.
I've heard some other content creators say that she would be a perfect fit, and I agree. She has that bitchy type attitude, like princess and stuff like that.
I think she'll be
I've never seen her wrestle before. Can she wrestle?
Yeah, she's actually pretty good.
She's very good. When she wrestled
Impact stuff, yeah. She's good.
Just would have been nice to see Matt Cardona back again because I mean he's been fucking killing it as well.
Oh, she's gonna take on Asuka, and here comes Asuka.
Okay, so she's gonna get killed because there's no way Asuka should be losing to Chelsea Green. No way.
And from Osaka, Japan, Asuka. Here comes Asuka.
Kana.
And
actually, she said.
So Drew said Cargill and Rhea going at it.
He said it's Asuka. Kevin Patrick says that the Kana
Well, they're gonna
gimmick
call her
is
Asuka, but we know who she really is.
right,
now.
right. He called her Oscar. Mm.
But in reality, it's Kana.
I don't know why they won't change the name over.
Oh,
but
she's screwed. Oh my god, I love the look that Kana has. It is awesome. She has. If she's gonna be like this, she might have to win the chamber. She might have to win.
I would not
she's
be
on
opposed to
fire
it.
right now with this
Chelsea
gimmick.
Green. Chelsea Green just drop kicked Oscar from behind, or Kana from behind.
She's gonna laugh it off like it's nothing. I love this.
And before she gets the great blue mist in her face.
Right, and there's other women on the outside. I don't know who these ladies are. She smacked her right upside the face. To Chelsea
Yo, Jeff,
Green.
would you want to see this? Bianca Belair taking on Britt Baker?
Rodriguez, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's Raquel Rodriguez.
Yeah, this is. And you also got Liv out there.
Raquel, it's Liv. It's all the other women in the Elimination Chamber because they're watching Asuka. Natalia, I believe, is there. It's because every other woman from SmackDown that are watching to scout Asuka.
And there's Carmella coming out.
There's Carmella.
Yeah. It's because of the Elimination Chamber, that's why.
I should be in the chamber, not you. Well, no,
no, I don't like it either.
No,
this is not going to go over well.
Nikki Cross now is looking for a steel chair. Just to let everybody know, NXT referees are working Raw tonight.
Why is Nikki Cross out there?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
This is Raquel looks like she got a black eye.
Maybe she suffered a black eye during one of those matchups recently.
She probably did. And Kana now has Chelsea Green.
She's tormenting Chelsea Green right now.
Oh, what a beautiful back fist by Kana. Kick, back fist, kick. And kick.
That's one person you do not want to get into a striking match with.
Not with Oscar she kicked Chelsea Green right in the back of the head.
I love the mannerisms from Asuka. It's great.
Yes.
The crowd should be eating this thing up right now. Well, a lot of these people have no idea.
No.
And a lot of these people don't know what Kana is. They never watched.
They're just looking for Asuka. The Asuka lock.
Hell, even
she tapped. That's it. Kana wins.
I mean, this is sad.
And
the crowd should like this.
And here's your winner by submission, Asuka. Only half of the crowd stood up for the match. The rest of them are still sitting down. They're not happy about this.
You know what the funny thing is? I think she's still the best woman in this division. Every time she wrestles, it's just so good. She never really has bad matches.
And here comes the Raw Women's Champion, Bianca Belair.
Obviously why she's coming out right now, to scout the talent of who she's going to be facing at WrestleMania.
So
with Kana in the ring, maybe that's a prelude of what we're going to be getting at WrestleMania, with Kana in the ring.
And other fantasy matches that I think we're talking. Now, this I would not be opposed to. Adam Cole and Britt Baker take on Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins in a mixed tag match.
Oh, that's a money match. That's a money match on Monday Night Raw. Or on Raw and SmackDown.
Absolutely. But I did pull up an article from Bleacher Report. This was from January. This was a couple days ago or a couple days old. But apparently people thought, Jay White was supposed to be a surprise entrance. But
why am I saying why Nikki Cross is in the chamber? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rob. I didn't even think about them. Like, I forgot she's in the chamber. Go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry.
But but yeah, Jay White was still under contract beyond January 28th at the Royal Rumble. So there's been a bit of speculation about if he was going to be a surprise entrance. But he also has a match coming up with Hikuleo for the Loser Leaves Japan match.
I don't know if he'd be a better fit. If he'd be a better fit AEW or WWE.
I think more AEW because he's got more connections
the stakes could not be higher. And Kevin Patrick again made a mistake.
Can you please get him on commentary?
The Raw Women's title is not being defended in the chamber. You got that wrong.
Can you
It
please
is
get him on commentary?
it is the 6 women vying to be the number one contender
That's true. That's true.
for the title. Um
Get lost in the sauce.
anyway.
So out of all these women right now, which one do you think would give Bianca the best matchup, and who do you think makes the most
I think
sense to face
Oscar.
Bianca?
I think Oscar, because I just don't feel. I mean, as much as I want to say Raquel, I really don't think she's ready just yet. But it seems
No,
like Oscar's got more.
I think the logical choice, and I'm going to agree with Robert here. I'm going to say Asuka.
I mean, look, I would not mind Raquel Rodriguez though, but
half of the women in this chamber do not deserve to be in. They're not WrestleMania worthy ladies. Let's just be honest with you.
Some of them are not.
Some of them are. Some of them are not.
I mean, Asuka for me is just she's done it all. Even she hasn't really main evented, but she has wrestled on the showcase of the Immortals. So
right,
yeah. No, don't put Kevin and Patrick on SmackDown. Do not touch that SmackDown team of Pat McAfee and Michael Cole when they're together. That's the best commentary in wrestling right now.
Well, right now it's Wade Barrett and Michael Cole.
They're still better. I like Barrett. He's good.
Yeah. Why not just add Pat McAfee to that? Have a 3-man crew on SmackDown. Now that would be an interesting combination. That'll be fun.
I think Barrett would get lost a little bit in that trio. I think Barrett, if they do put McAfee back, I guess Barrett should go back to NXT. Yeah, put him back in NXT with Vic Joseph.
And then have then again, where would you put Booker T?
Put him back where he was doing before. I could live without Booker T's commentary, to be honest. I don't know how you feel about it, Rob and Earl, but I can live without Booker T being a commentator.
So basically, and the ways are for Tama Tonga, but the future for Tama Tonga elsewhere is very unclear. So there's been no other updates to Tama Tonga. But what we do know is that his deal with the New Japan is going to be set to expire in a matter of weeks. So it could be next week or the next 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. Who knows?
He could always resign too. He is up there in age, so if he's
he's 40 years old actually.
He might retire soon. So I mean, you don't know.
But I mean, look.
We're not doing that. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Another question.
Here's the thing. I agree with your assessment, Robert. I think that
it just makes more sense.
Yeah, I think Asuka needs to win this chamber because Natalya, nobody wants
another
to
one
see
I
that.
would not mind have her win another title because it's been what 3? What was the last time she held the title?
I don't remember.
That was
and by the way,
years.
The WWE does owe Asuka a solid because when Asuka was undefeated and she took on
that's right. Yeah, and Charlotte broke that undefeated streak.
Yeah, the WWE does owe Asuka a little something here. They need a receipt to Asuka.
Asuka. No, I think Asuka should give them the receipt because for they're screwing with her undefeated streak.
Yeah.
I exactly knew where you were going with that.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Thank you, Juice. It was.
Yeah. Are you talking about when Becky Lynch had to relinquish the title at Money in the Bank?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was supposed to be just
because I feel like she's another one that.
They haven't booked her correctly.
And me and Earl were just talking about this too. Like she needs to get a receipt to WWE management for screwing with her undefeated streak.
Right. So I think that Asuka needs to win this match.
Stop being dramatic, BK and go. Relax. Take a deep breath, okay? Take a deep breath.
BK and go. What you doing? What you up?
No, he's the Nets lost tonight, so he's flipping out right now. And he thinks they're like the team.
Hey, take it from us. We lost to the fucking Knicks. So I went ahead.
We lost to Clippers. They're a good team. So
yeah.
Yeah. And shit, this next week we got to play the freaking Rockets. But thank God I have not.
Here comes Cody Rhodes.
Do you guys really 100% believe Cody's winning the championship at WrestleMania? Because I, for some reason, don't. I don't think he is.
I
I don't think he's going to
But then
do
again,
it.
if, like I said, if it's Vince running the thing, yeah, I don't see it. Because like I said, if Vince is doing night one, yeah, that's kind of because first of all, you built this.
You know what the scary thing is, Rob and Earl in the chat? You know who could honestly see winning the championship? Braun Breaker.
You know, I would not be opposed to
the
that.
next big thing. We know how much they love Braun Breaker. I think he could be the one to finally beat Roman and make him the next big thing in WWE.
Right.
I mean,
Vince's way, that's what's going to happen.
Because think about it, because Vince did the exact same thing when Brock Lesnar broke it in 2003, and he was, and it's funny looking back at the interview with Paul Heyman.
Mm.
You know, the fact that say, oh, they should be a like, you'll hear some stories of him, like how he got paired with Brock Lesnar. Like that's that was kind of crazy though. Like the WWE could have ruined Brock Lesnar by making him take like a Russian. It's like what?
That could happen too. Jey Uso might be the one to defeat Roman. That's where it all started. It all started with Jey and Roman. So that could be the truth. That could happen.
Anything, like I said before, and I'll say it again, anything's possible in wrestling.
That's a great point by Juice. He would have the title for 1,000 days from Mania to SummerSlam. Yeah. Because he's over 800 right now, and if he gets it to SummerSlam, he'd have it for 1,000 days. And I think they want Roman to have that record of having it up for 1,000 days as champion, and then he'll finally drop it at SummerSlam. I don't know why. I just don't know if Cody's beating him. I just don't know if it's going to happen. I hope it does.
I mean, you know, anything could happen on any given Sunday.
But are fans going to be behind that, though? Because everybody's they're going to pretty much throwing Cody Rhodes at you. It's sort of like with John Cena, Triple H, everybody else. Like they're making you want, like everybody loves Cody right now, but how fast until they turn on Cody? You know the WWE fans are fickle. You know they're fickle.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to talk about?
And Cody's so good at promo work. He's so good at promo work. Well, it's not like they haven't done it before, All American Wrestling.
I mean, think about it. I mean, it just feel like Cody Rhodes has always been the short butt of the stick most in the last 6 years ago with the. It's just like it's time for a change.
God damn it is, yeah. He needs to drop the belt. I mean, enough is enough.
If Cody Rhodes doesn't win it, I think the one guy I can see debuting at SummerSlam is Braun Breaker could make his debut at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And because I think.
But do you know how bad that would be if you have Braun Breaker, who's NXT? He's been like a 2-time champion. He's easily the biggest thing in that brand. You have him automatically come up when everybody else is
obviously passing the title to Carmelo Hayes at Stand and Deliver.
Yeah, and you have Braun Breaker just come up to the main roster for his first match and he beats Roman. Do you know how bad that's going to go over for Braun? Nobody is going to want Braun to be. Everybody's going to hate Braun.
I think he's hinting at something here. Could we see this happen? Let me see if you all would agree with this.
Shoot.
Let's say Cody Rhodes is at the Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
The referee goes down. Roman pins Zayn, and the referee's down. We have no referee whatsoever. Okay. Cody comes out and screws Roman out of the title, and Zayn wins the Universal Championship.
It's not going to go over well. It's not going to go over well. Because it's going to take away from Cody. He can't drop those belts because it's Cody's moment at WrestleMania. You cannot take away one of those belts because it's going to make Roman look weaker because he's already lost. It's going to make Roman look weaker if you take away one of those titles.
I don't want that to happen.
You can't do it. You can't do it. I get where you're coming from. You need to find a way to split those belts somehow without Roman losing because if Sammy beats him, then we have a problem because Cody's big moment is taken away.
Yeah.
Right.
Jeff?
Okay.
What's this?
What a game.
Oh, crap.
Okay, Paul Heyman is on the ring now. He's coming down the aisle.
And Jeff, so this is what Sami Angels would say. If you're gonna have Cody win, why not bring back the draft and split them up that way?
That's what I think they might do. They're gonna bring back the draft, and they're gonna have one. He's gonna keep the WWE title, probably change it back to the Winged Eagle title, and then they'll put the Universal title on SmackDown, and then they'll have Roman have that one. And then you can drop it to Zayn. You can have Sami Zayn be the one to beat Roman Reigns at SummerSlam.
But didn't both Fox and USA said that they liked the titles to be merged? Am I wrong?
They did, but I think they also want a title on each brand. I think they want at least a world
it's getting to that point where the brand split's gotta have to come back.
Yeah. The brand split is there. You just need your world title back on both brands.
Exactly, because
had a world title for like over a year.
Because right now the quote unquote temporary world title is pretty much the United States Championship.
That's why it's in the Elimination Chamber, because they don't have a world title right now. They have no choice. They need a world title back on that brand, unless you're planning on using the world title to float back and forth between Raw and SmackDown, which I wouldn't mind. I'd rather have one world title. I'd rather have one tag team titles. I'd rather have one women's championship, but they're never going to do that.
No, because the WWE wanted the titles to merge, and that was Vince's idea. That was his idea to merge the title. So they merged it.
If Triple H, I always thought of this too. If Triple H was in charge a lot sooner, I think that this we wouldn't even be talking about this if we're going to be completely honest with it.
I agree. I mean, it's so difficult. That's why the whole Sami Zayn situation is so hard, because of the fact that Sami's gotten over so big with this whole Bloodline Usi storyline. That in a way, it's really put Cody in a tough position.
Paul Heyman just shook Cody Rhodes' hand.
Okay.
He's just.
That's an interesting thought.
Possible. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's possible that Jay screws over the Bloodline.
Or why not have Jay or Jay
could screw over?
I'm agreeing with you on that one.
So you wouldn't agree with me with Cody coming on and screwing Roman out of the title.
Because I like the idea, but then the problem is Sami wins the belts, and then what do you do with Cody? You can't hotshot the belt from Sami to Cody.
Because you're pretty much putting yourself in a rock and a hard place, basically.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because if Sami wins the belt, and then it's Sami versus Cody, you have two of the biggest baby faces in the company. You can't just. It's like you have the world champion have the belt for over 800 days.
I like the concept. It's the execution where you run into the problems. The execution of it.
Right. Okay.
Because Roman can't lose right now. That's the problem. He can't lose.
Okay.
My prediction is Roman wins, attacks Sami, Kevin shows up, then at the end they say, we challenge you Usos to a match at Mania. Well, Jay has to come back and screw over Sami. That's what's going to happen too. Jay has got to be the one to come back and screw over Sami.
Yeah.
Then you have yourself your match for a WrestleMania with the tag team titles.
Just
then it makes sense.
The car.
Jeff, what a game! I'm very happy for you, Brooklyn. What a game!
Why we lost? I'm not happy we lost.
You didn't watch the game?
Yeah, but we lost. It might be a good game, but it just.
Did you see how Cam Thomas did?
Yeah, I know, but we still lost.
I don't
doesn't
care.
Matter.
Without everything that happened, bro, I'm
lost?
happy for that team. I'm happy.
Would you care if the Sixers lost?
If the Sixers lost, I would blame Doc Rivers. Come on now, be realistic. I would have blamed Doc.
No, but that's a cop out, though. You can't just blame the coach.
Oh, it's kind of like, we're not supposed to be here. That's a cop out.
Did I say that?
You did when you lost.
It doesn't matter. I didn't say I blame it on the coach.
All right, I'm just saying I'm happy for that.
I'm not happy about losing. I'm not happy about losing.
Oh, trust me.
It was a good game. That's all I have to say. It was a very good game.
I'm with Jeff on this. If someone, think of this too. If we somehow shit the bed against the Houston Rockets, I'm done.
I
agree.
Yeah, next week.
Very passionate.
I'm thinking I'm not doing it.
Very passionate.
You're supposed to stream the Thunder. I thought.
I had something to do.
From one disruptor.
No, that's not going to happen. All American Wrestling. I think they've been settling on KO and Sammy versus the Usos for a while. I don't think Ricochet and Strowman are just a setup
placeholders
match right now. Yeah, they're placeholders right now for the WrestleMania matchup. They're gonna
Um,
lose, and it's gonna make them look stronger. The Usos. This promo is amazing.
I like everybody saying thank you, Paul.
You really caught me off guard on this one. I came out here to schmooze a little business with you, and you got me personally.
Paul Heyman is humbled. For the first time ever, Paul Heyman is speechless.
Let's go all the way. This isn't about me.
This isn't about
and
me.
with all due respect and love and admiration and adulation, and I'll even embarrassing the word acknowledgement. This isn't about Dad. This is about you.
This is about you.
This is about everything that you have fought
For everything that you fought for.
out the door, back in the door,
Main eventing WrestleMania. It's not about your father. It's about you. It's about your legacy. It's about what you want.
This is about everything that you have fought for. It's a whole different story.
And the whole different story with WrestleMania. There's the long, long road.
That could happen. Braun could be next. That could happen. That's actually a great point.
Just this close.
You're trying to take away from the greatest box office attraction, the greatest champion of all time, Roman Reigns.
You're trying to take away from the box office attraction, Royal Waves. It's not an easy task. You have no idea. Will you crumble under pressure? Will you crumble under the stress? Will you make that fatal error where Roman will capitalize? Mm. Down the road is the WWE Performance Center. Your father.
American Dream. Dusty Rhodes.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Trained and prepped. And trained and prepped the biggest stars in this industry. He's trained Seth Rollins. He's Becky Lynch. He trained Becky Lynch. Bailey. He trained Bailey. Kevin Owens. Roman Reigns.
He did.
Roman Reigns.
I mean,
he did. Everybody forgets how good Justy was with NXT.
Yeah, for NXT, Ed just knows how to really book really good matches too.
I think when Dusty died, it just left a hole in NXT. It left a void in NXT.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because Dusty was.
Shit. Yeah, it's.
Step out from the shadow of a national monument like the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. They didn't want you to go through life as Dusty.
This promo is riveting.
This is phenomenal. This is beautiful storytelling at its finest. With
yes.
These two.
Absolutely.
God, Cody,
I believe that's a fact too.
Yeah, he did. Heyman did. Heyman loved Heyman. They said Heyman took it really hard when they found out Dusty died.
I can imagine that being the case.
Just think about it. You got two creative minds right then and there. If Dusty did,
Yeah.
I think this era of WWE, if Dusty didn't pass away, women's wrestling, this could have been a lot. This would have been a lot different if
I
Dusty
agree.
didn't pass away. And NXT, as much as I love the roster, but man, Dusty could work his magic with. And so,
Dusty said before he died to Paul Heyman that Cody was his favorite son. And
There's the dig. There's the dig.
Oh,
that's where the feud is really going to kick it off now. That was good. This is why Heyman is as good as he is.
Yeah.
That was tremendous.
And the crowd reaction too was great too.
Look at
Oh man.
This is why Heyman is so good.
Everybody wants to make it personal. And that's what you just did. And you're not going to pay for it, Mr. Hager. Your boy, Roman Reigns, is going to pay for it at WrestleMania when I take those titles personally.
Oh man.
Oh
That was
jeez.
good. That's amazing. By far the best thing on the show tonight.
Yep.
Is that this promo
And a very
package.
good build to this feud as well too.
Yes.
They needed something like this to kick this feud off and give it some type of oomph, and that's exactly what
Like
they
an
got
emotion,
here.
like an emotional
But
jump start.
you see, this is
Exactly.
what the WWE needs to do with their pay-per-views. You've
Yes.
got to build it. You've got to build it, and you've got to get some kind of crescendo so that the audience is vested in it. This is
Yeah.
what you call building up a show. Perfect, great segment. Loved it.
I felt emotional just listening to that promo. I actually got like emotions from that. That's
Yes.
how you know something is really good, when you feel the
When
emotions coming
emotions,
off.
yes, and it
And I
tugs at
feel
your
the emotions.
heartstrings.
Exactly. That was tremendous. I feel the emotion coming out of that promo between Cody Rhodes and Paul Heyman. That was absolutely phenomenal. Again,
Yes.
that's storytelling at its finest between two incredible storytellers in the ring.
And absolutely, and also even at the chamber, keep build upon this to get when you're getting closer to WrestleMania.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
like the chamber build, and I like the way that the other thing was built up. Great stuff.
Now
Like
your
WWE
thing was built up to
tonight.
2 pay-per-views already. You're building up for the not the Royal Rumble, but the Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania all in a
Yeah,
span of not that much.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Montez Ford is coming out for his chamber match.
Okay, we're all assuming Montez Ford will win this match, so then he'll go into the chamber as the 6th person.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Platform is going to be on the Elimination Chamber watch along, so I'm going to put him on that.
All right,
Yeah.
perfect.
Robert, is Tyler going to want to join? Then we'll put your channel on it again.
I think he might be. I don't think he had an issue with that.
Okay, then you can put your channel on it if you want. I know
Oh
you're
yeah,
working.
but I would definitely. And when March 5th comes around, definitely I'll be available for the what you
I was
call
going
it,
to do it.
Revolution.
That's gonna be a fun night.
Yes, it is. As long as they don't make it like a million mile pay-per-view.
Should I put Mac's channel on it too? The Elimination
I think he's
Chamber?
gonna be working on Saturdays. I don't know what his work schedule is.
Oh, I see.
Is he doing the roundup tomorrow or no?
I don't think it's seen us.
The season finale was last week.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know his work schedule now that the roundup is over. So
ladies and gentlemen, this is the Raw Watch Along here in the Hardcore Sports Network.
I think
Follow
we should
them.
put this together.
Follow them on Twitch at Hardcore Sports
Great.
1. Follow them on Instagram at Hardcore Sports. And of course, follow them on Twitter at Hardcore Sports N and hit the like button. Hit the like button on all our channels. We greatly appreciate it. Um, j- uh, and subscribe to all our channels. We greatly appreciate it too. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, because I will be in Brooklyn for Monday Night Raw, Jeffrey and Robert will be taking over the show, and
Mitch,
they
do you
will
want to
bring.
do with us too? Do you want to do the show with us as well on Monday next week? Me, you, and Rob.
I think the Sixers are going to be on. I think I'm going
Yeah.
to stream that.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to be? Hope. I'll probably I'll talk to Tyler about it too at the end of the night. See if he's up for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say if like Tyler maybe wants to hop on too, then it could be like the four of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to be streaming the Sixers probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Next week,
streaming the
ladies.
Sixers every game so far.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we will.
Next,
Yes, we will.
I won't be around because usually on since first of all, I hate Saturday pay-per-views. I really do. That's always one.
Yeah, but you know why they do them though, Rob? Because the fact that, especially this week with the Super or like the wrestling, the football stuff, I think that's the reason why they did it. I mean,
not only that. The problem is that the WWE now
like
is going to
6.5.
the WWE is doing Saturday pay-per-views because of the arena calendar, because of the NHL, and because of concerts and other things that are going on
And the
within the
NBA.
arena. In the NBA, they have to accommodate the date that is set forward. You can't get this date, but we would like you to perform on a Saturday.
That's true.
So that is the main reason why the WWE is doing.
That was just
Saturday
my only
pay-per-views.
nitpick, but like I said, you know that knowing that I'm not going to be around Saturdays, usually Tyler's always usually they hold it down on this end.
You can't change it to a Sunday though for like that 1 week.
The way that how my job is, usually I'm on a fixed schedule. So like Saturdays, I have some consistent days, and like Sundays are my one-off days. Say with Tuesdays and Thursdays. The only my consistent days is Wednesday. But yeah, so Tyler will be on next week for Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
Honestly, that's true. That's facts.
Oh, that's a fact. You're absolutely All American Wrestling Show. You're 1,000 correct. There's never been a storyline as good as the Bloodline in years.
And the
it's
fact there's
been the best storyline in a very, very long time.
At that too, and marinate for over a year, and finally got the end result that we got at the Royal Rumble. And thank you for Triple H for saving the freaking show by that too. Might I add too?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So
now
now
I'm
we're
scared now that Triple H and Vince are going to be co-booking the Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania.
But if Vince does it well, I would not have issues with that.
Can he?
That's the biggest question mark. Now we're going to seeing something for Kofi. Some other people respecting Kofi, or for actually this month is Black History Month, so kind of remembering just 11 years, man. And
Austin Theory is at commentary,
which makes sense. Makes sense because it's for the chamber match, so it makes sense to have Theory there.
So Montez Ford is taking on Elias.
They could throw Elias in there as a curveball. They could, but Montez Ford seems to be the guy that should be there.
Yeah,
I said you put Ford in there with Bronson Reed, with Johnny Gargano, with Austin Theory, Seth Rollins, and then obviously Damian Priest. That's a phenomenal 6 right there for the Elimination Chamber for the men. The women's one is going to be solid. The women's one is going to be good too. But I think
but it's not going to be as good as the men's.
No, the men's one has a chance to be phenomenal.
Right. And Raw right now is trending #1 on Twitter.
Even though
it always is, yeah.
Even though I find that that's a load of crap.
No, I don't think you're going to get another tag one. I don't think you're getting another tag team chamber match. They did that with the women once. They did it with the men.
It just didn't look. It wasn't my thing.
No,
it just wasn't great.
1,000% Blaze. Cody and Heyman, 2 of the best to ever hold a mic. That's last segment. More of that, please. Great stuff.
Yeah, keep building that.
1,000%. That was great.
That was 1,000% correct.
Best thing on the show. Best thing on the show. Not even close. That was the best thing on the show.
right now, Elias has a headlock on Montez Ford. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Raw next week will be in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York for the Go Home Show for Monday Night Raw. The Go Home Show for SmackDown will happen next Friday, the 17th of February, and it will be in the same arena as the Elimination Chamber. Mm,
But you know, Sammy's going to get a huge reaction.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
yes.
Yeah, I think Raw is actually well, Raw apparently was better than SmackDown last week. I actually liked the Raw show last week. I thought it was pretty decent.
I thought it was
It was pretty.
stacked.
I
I thought it was
pretty
actually
good.
pretty good.
Yeah,
But
the Raw show
SmackDown
was
was a
better.
little bit iffy in some spots, I will
Yeah.
say.
And tonight's Raw main event, the Steel Cage match. It will be Bailey taking on Becky Lynch.
I would give them at least 20 minutes to go in that match. Let those two women tear each other apart in that steel cage.
And by the way, the WWE owes the fans a receipt after the botched Steel Cage the
His
first
match.
time.
They owe those people in that stadium a receipt. Everybody that showed up in that stadium that bought a ticket to see that steel cage match,
And the fact
they should get either their money back or they should be able to get a ticket for the next time that they have a steel cage match in that area, or like the next time the Raw's in the area.
because first of
They should be
all,
able to get
like
tickets.
you're in Philadelphia, like it's like your home's extreme.
Exactly.
Like you couldn't like fulfill what the fans came to see. Like that was just
Well,
Roman
you
can't
know,
lose. You can't
well,
have
you
Roman
know,
lose.
Robert, on every WWE ticket, it always says card subject to change.
True. That's true.
but then again,
Yeah,
having
that's
Vince
true.
back in the company,
Yeah.
it's been yikes.
It hasn't been as
Yeah.
noticeable with Vince in the company. You know, with like the changes
Yeah, I mean,
as
true,
much. 'Cause
but-
Raw's actually been pretty decent, pretty good for the past couple of weeks. So it's like Raw's felt better.
But you could-
SmackDown, I don't know.
It's been
Not so much.
it's been hit and miss.
Yeah, it's been like
It's been
somewhat.
missed last week, but we'll see come this Friday night. So if it's good this Friday night, and that is true, yeah,
That is
yeah.
true. I thought the Extreme Rules this past year was great.
Oh, it was fantastic. The only
And
thing
then
Yeah,
the
it was
Bray
good.
Wyatt thing in the end, and then the whole thing with the Judgment Day with Beth and Edge, that was phenomenal. That was great.
Yes.
absolutely.
This elimination chamber, ladies and gentlemen, looks phenomenal. This show looks phenomenal.
Elimination Chamber stacked.
The
It's
elimination
stacked.
stacked.
Absolutely.
It is stacked to the rafters.
And he done it the right way too. And I'll say
I
this
didn't
too:
know
give me
that.
give me more promo battles with Cody Rhodes and keep building that. I said in the way in the promo battles, you know, I mean, you already took a dig at Dusty Rhodes. I mean, why not try to find a way to get some retaliation in another promo battle? I mean,
And WrestleMania is looking stacked too. You think about the matchups on WrestleMania right now. Let's start with it. Cody versus Roman. You're gonna have Bianca against one of the women out of the
which most
chamber.
likely is going to be Asuka.
Oscar or Raquel probably. Charlotte versus Rhea. They have history. You got Usos versus Owens and Zayn. You got Balor probably against Edge in some type of big time stipulation match. Lashley versus Lesnar. You got Bailey. You got Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Damage Control. You got Gunther versus Brett McIntyre versus Sheamus for the IC title. You got Cena versus Theory.
I mean,
probably something
Well,
with the
look,
US title.
I mean,
The
the
show looks
matches,
great.
the matches are not been confirmed. These
It's
matches.
just like the direction they're going. The direction they're going.
It is going to be a testament
Agreed.
to see what Vince McMahon will allow on the show and what he will not allow on the
Or what will
show.
allow Triple H to be able to do.
Right, exactly. We will find all of that out very shortly.
I agree. Sleeping Angels. I think this WrestleMania has potential to be very, very good.
because I
And
mean,
it's
the
very
last
athletic.
few years hasn't really been hit and miss.
Yes.
Especially night 1 and night 2.
I don't know if Gargano's going to be back in time. I mean, Ciampa's going to be back in time for the U.S. title.
Isn't Ciampa still hurt?
Yes. Yeah, he had a really bad injury. I don't think he's coming back anytime soon. I think Honestly, if I'm booking it, I'm having Theory lose next Sunday. I'm losing it next Saturday. I want him to lose the title. You don't need Cena and you don't need Cena.
Yeah, in theory for the
in
title.
the United States title. Give it to Gargano or give it to Bronson Reed
or Damian Priest.
Or Priest, yeah, because Priest
has not seen any title action.
No
Okay,
match.
we're back with Montez Ford.
Now Logan is
and
Seth.
Elias.
I'm really excited for that too.
You
Logan
can get
Paul,
that too. Logan versus Seth. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I especially had that.
all of these matches are great on paper.
Bronson Reed, Gargano, Priest, have those guys in a United States Championship match.
Right.
They all have something to do because Priest is the only one on Judgment Day that has nothing to do at WrestleMania after this next Saturday. Everybody else will have a match. Dominic versus Ray. How can I forget about that?
Yeah. Well,
that's going to happen at WrestleMania. They've been building that for over a year. It's going to be Dominic and Ray at WrestleMania. It's going to be Dominic and Ray at WrestleMania.
Even though Ray Mysterio does not want the match.
Not be opposed.
Unless
he does.
It's.
Oh.
I think. I mean, the
One,
way I think.
2, no.
I mean, I think the only reason why I don't think he wants to do it, I think he wants to save until he's ready to retire. I think that's what's going to happen.
Well, because
I'm not opposed to it.
Because Rey Mysterio, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, Rey Mysterio went to WWE management and said he did not want to wrestle his son. He didn't want no part of it. He wanted nothing to do with it, and he wanted them to be separated. So what did the WWE did? They granted his wish. They separated them. And ever since then, Dominic has been taking the pitchfork and keep poking it at his father. He wants the match. Ray doesn't want it. Dominic wants to.
Him. Yeah.
So I'm not sure who's gonna blink here. Who's gonna blink first? A lot of fans.
But then, what does Ray and Dom do at WrestleMania? They have no match.
Well, because look, listen. If you don't book them in the match and you don't book them together, I mean, so they're off the show. I mean, that's okay. I mean, that is you still have other talent that you can put on stage and perform for WrestleMania.
Yeah, I agree with you, but at the same time, they've been building this whole thing up for all year. It just seems like the culmination will happen at WrestleMania between these two.
Yeah,
it just makes too much sense.
Yeah,
it'd be hard to just not do it unless you're going to save it for SummerSlam.
I just don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, I don't know who's going to blink first. I have no idea what WrestleMania matches they're going to come up with and cook up. But all I know is that I don't know. In my gut is telling me that this match is not going to happen. I don't know.
I think it is.
I think
it is.
We'll see. Comes Saturday when WrestleMania comes around.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what kind of matches are we gonna get here, because
Absolutely.
It's gotta be Gunther, McIntyre, and Sheamus, because those all don't have a match at WrestleMania, and the whole storyline is gonna be Sheamus and McIntyre have been forming a tag team. Obviously, they were called the Banger Bros before. They got rid of that because they didn't know it was a porn site. Give me a break. So they're gonna have those two go after Gunther because they've been feuding with Gunther a little bit. And then you want to see Sheamus, Sheamus is just one title away from being the ultimate Grand Slam champion. He needs that IC title.
Look out, bang.
Why not have it at WrestleMania?
1, 2, 3. Montez Ford is in the chamber.
That's kind of given.
That's a given. And also, you know what you could do? You could have Sheamus pin McIntyre. Sheamus pins McIntyre to win the title, and Gunther doesn't get pinned for a loss. That way, Gunther still looks strong, and he doesn't get pinned to lose the title. That's why the triple threat would work.
That's what I would do.
McIntyre can use the loss. He can have the loss. Gunther, you want to keep him strong. Have him knocked out of the match. Sheamus pins McIntyre, and then Sheamus becomes IC champion, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Wait a minute. Seth Rollins just took out the feet of the United States champion, and he fell to the floor.
Here we go.
And now he's gonna do a stomp on him. Oh no.
Oh,
He
okay.
did the what is that outfit Seth Rollins is wearing? It looked like something his wife would wear. Oh my
We always
This
goodness.
said
elimination chamber is gonna be freaking awesome. This elimination
Oh,
chamber is gonna be so good.
oh,
I love Seth's personality here. It's ridiculous.
even though
I
his
love
out.
Theory looks too. Theory looks great.
Theory just
Oh,
got
he
Theory
sold
just
that so well. He
he,
sold that so well. That
he
stomp.
yes he did.
Theory sold that so well when he got hit.
Even
This
though
is great.
it's crazy as it sounds, I think that would
Oh.
I was that it feels like he does rate his Becky's wardrobe a little bit. I think that's something what Becky would definitely would wear if they were on like going out or something like that.
Okay,
But
Bailey
just
is backstage
the
with
fact that
Damage
he's that
Control.
super over as hell though, I'm loving it.
You know what's great
And-
about the elimination chamber too? It's so unpredictable because I don't know who can win. Okay, Dakota Kai's on crutches right now. She apparently is dealing with a knee injury. That's why she's been
That's
dealing
right.
with a minor
And
knee injury.
and the cage is being lowered.
Yeah, Dakota Kai's right now dealing with a minor knee injury. That's why she's on crutches right now. She
Right.
suffered it, I believe, at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did we lose Mitch? I didn't even see he left.
Yeah, he jumped off. I'm not sure. I don't know why.
Okay.
So they're probably going to give these ladies about 20, 25 minutes to just go in the cage.
Like I said before, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
we're gearing up for the Elimination Chamber next Saturday night. And this Friday, SmackDown will be coming to you from the Mohegan Sun Casino in Uncasville, Connecticut.
I think Becky is winning. I think Becky is winning, and I heard a rumor about something that could happen tonight. I don't know if it will happen, but I heard a rumor about something that could possibly happen later tonight. So I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, but I heard about it. That could maybe tie into Becky Lynch's for WrestleMania. Just throwing it out there.
Oh. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Raw Watch Along here on the Hardcore Sports Network. I'm Earl Cole. That is Jeffrey Turner. That is Robert from Philly Sports. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you enjoyed the show tonight. We hope that you were entertained. We hope that you enjoyed the Raw Watch Along. Now, next week, ladies and gentlemen, I will not be here on the streams with you with the Raw Watch Along because I'll be in Brooklyn enjoying the show.
It's gonna
live.
be a good show for you.
The Raw Go Home show will be happening next Monday night, and I will be in Brooklyn in my hometown. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do something for the first time that I haven't done. I have taken it off my bucket list. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in the Barclays Center on Sunday, February the 19th, I hope you will come through. I hope you'll come through because I am going to witness the Harlem Globetrotters for the first time ever. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take in the. I'm going to be taking in the Harlem. I can't wait. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm so excited to go back to the Barclays Center. So it's not going to be the first.
Nice.
This
I
is
love the
not.
Barclays Center.
It is not going to be the last time I step foot in the Barclays Center. I'll be there for Raw, and I'll be there for the Harlem Globetrotters. So it's going to be It's going to be fun February for me. I never saw the Harlem Globetrotters, and I always wanted to see them live.
Too.
Well, everybody's going to be from NXT. Everybody now on the roster's from NXT.
Except for
Dolph was NXT too.
Dom?
Oh, Dom? No, not Dom. Well, Dom's not in the. He's not in the. And she's talking about the Elimination Chamber.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's now from NXT. So that's everybody now on that roster is NXT pretty much.
I think this is a perfect opportunity that. If we're definitely going to get Cena in Theory, definitely Cena's got to have to put. Is definitely putting. He's putting
Theory over.
Oh, could you imagine?
He's putting him over.
Oh, the amount. No, that's how I would push.
Yeah. Cena's not back to win any matches. Cena's back to put people over. That's it.
And and me, I said this too with Dolph Ziggler. I know at this point of his career, same with the Miz.
Me too.
Yeah, whoever. Honestly, if I'm going to be completely honest,
I don't want the U.S. Championship involved. No. No, I disagree, Sophie. I don't want the U.S. Championship.
It's a great match on paper without the title.
Yes, give it to somebody else in that match and let them have a match on
I
for the
say
title. Cena in theory sells itself.
All right, the cage is still being lowered.
Ciampa's not coming back right now for a while. I think he's still out for a decent amount of time.
Yeah, the cage is still coming down. What is taking them so long to bring this cage down?
We got to think too. Like, look how much you got to see. Got to mention how much that shit weighs with all that steel.
That's true.
Yeah, well, you should see how much the elimination chamber weighs.
Oh
it weighs more than
How about the Hell in the Cell? That too.
Right. Yeah.
The chamber probably weighs more though than if you try to get.
Especially you have a lot more steel.
Next week on Raw, ladies and gentlemen, Lashley and Lesnar will finally sign the Elimination Chamber contract, and that match will be official. There will be a 6-woman tag team match.
I knew they were gonna do it.
Raw
I knew they were gonna do it.
SmackDown.
I
Raw
knew they were
versus
gonna do that.
SmackDown.
Oh,
Miz
I hate when they do
Miz
that.
TV will have Seth freaking Rollins on it.
That's gonna happen, yeah. I hate when they do that. I knew that was happening. I knew they're gonna throw all the women from the chamber match in there in a 6-woman tag. I hate when they do that. I hate it.
That sounds
Don't do that. Just let them have a promo. You don't need that 6 men and 6 women things. Stop it. Please. You're not doing it with the men. You don't see a 6-men tag team match. Don't do that. Because none of these women could lose. You don't want any of them to lose.
Or you don't want them getting hurt until the pay-per-view.
Exactly. You're taking away momentum from some of these people. You want them all to look strong. Give them a promo.
No, they're giving them a match, and that will happen.
That's got to be Vince McMahon. I don't like
that. Sounds like
Vince. Like it.
That's definitely Vince McMahon for sure.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yep.
Well, no, it's not pissing me off. It's just stupid.
It's just very irritating.
It's irritating booking. It's
just
really
like
curious to see what kind of injury Dakota has, though. She has a torn knee or something because she is on crutches. So
I mean, it looks like it might be a torn knee or like a torn ACL or PCL. One of the 3 ligaments in your knee.
If she has an ACL, she would be gone for a year because Nikita Lyons has a torn ACL, so it's not an ACL.
They're saying it's a slight rupture to the patella tendon.
Well, if it's a patella tendon injury, that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's gonna keep you.
That's gonna keep you out a very long time.
I think about a year and a half, maybe.
No, I don't know if it's that long, but if it's a patella tendon injury, that's as bad as an ACL.
So
that's a brutal injury for Dakota.
So that means that they might have to relinquish.
Ciampa had hip surgery done.
Yeah, he had hip surgery done.
So in late October, so it's
torn labrum, right?
Torn
labrum in the hip.
Torn hip labrum, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he won't be back. So this is from TR. This was published last year in November, saying that he won't be back till next year.
Okay.
So
okay. So we're gonna go to commercial, ladies and gentlemen. The steel cage match is next.
You know what I could see happen? I could see Ciampa maybe coming back after WrestleMania, being a surprise return after WrestleMania, if he's back at that time. Because you did say next year, but it is next year.
Maybe a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble.
Bobby Roode, especially from what I read about that, especially with neck fusion surgery, there may be no timetable for him. He's another guy that's been in his mid.
He's up there in age too. Yeah, he's up there in age. He's almost 50.
It's nuts.
And Kyle O'Reilly just had surgery also. So he's going to be out.
Bobby Roode and Kyle O'Reilly had the same injury. They both had neck fusion surgery, so they're both.
Did also Randy Orton also have the same exact thing too? With
spinal infused. Orton had spinal infused.
Yeah,
but
even though he had to go back to the doctor and get it readjusted.
And think of this too, and I've read about this too. So Rochester EDU actually actually posted this. What's the most serious? So if you either injure your knee or your shoulder, you're pretty much on the shelf for quite some time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Randy Orton looks great.
He does look good. Randy Orton looks tremendous right now. I don't even know if Big E. Well, we don't know if Big E's ever going to wrestle again. He's going in March for a checkup, and Big E's going in March to his physician for a checkup, and they're going to let him know if he could potentially continue his career in the WWE.
What they're saying is that the plate that they put in his neck shifted. The neck plate that they put into him shifted, so it wasn't healing properly. So they had to go back in. They had to go back in and readjust the plate.
Honestly, if I'm Big E, I really start considering just stepping away from the ring for good.
Yeah.
I mean, that should be at least the number one thing, because I mean, we've seen Edge deal with.
It's tough though.
I mean,
because Edge did it, Bryan did
it,
Paige did it, and they all came back. So it's hard to keep these people out of the ring because this is not how they want to go out. They want to go out on their own terms. That's why they're all back. So I think I think he will be back eventually. I do.
Yeah, I think he will be back, but he would have to be careful with the bumps.
I mean, I'm not saying he should do it at some point, but I think he should take that in consideration if he can't get it all figured out. I mean, at some point, he's got to realize, like, this is really risking your life. And I granted, yes, it's probably to make money and stuff like that. And I also heard Matt Riddle is looking good too, since being on TV.
Yeah, he's suspended for 2 months.
I would save Riddle until after WrestleMania, to be honest. Unless, I mean, there's nothing for Riddle right now. You don't need him. He's not in anything significant. I would keep Riddle off television until after WrestleMania, and then you could bring him back for the post Raw, WrestleMania, post SmackDown. There's nothing for him to do right now. He doesn't factor in anything.
Would you put him back on NXT to help out the other talent?
Nah, because Riddle needs help himself. He still needs to he still is not at a point where he should be putting over people. People should be putting over Riddle. Because he's one of those talents that's like was at a point was one of the next big stars before he got, everything happened. So they're talking about now who injured Nikita Lyons.
Because we always thought.
All right, the steel cage match is underway.
Live.
By the way, Rob, I think I might know who did it. I think it was Wendy Chu. I'm not even joking. I think it was Wendy Chu. If
that was the case, I'm going to laugh my freaking ass off.
I think it was Wendy Chu because I looked at the last photo they showed, and that's Wendy Chu looking mad. I think Wendy Chu did it.
Because originally,
did she do it with that teddy bear that she carries around with?
I think it's going to be part of a gimmick change. I think they're going to slowly morph her out of that stupid onesie gimmick change.
For those who don't have seen my NXT live streams, God, I feel like I want to pull my goddamn hair out.
I think it's Bo Dallas as well. I agree. I agree, all men.
I mean, it's kind of given. I mean, look at the.
Yes, it does. Okay, so Mac is going to be doing the Elimination Chamber with us. Mitch just said. So we will have Mac the Giants fan doing it with us on Saturday next week.
And Sleeping Angels, Matt Riddle's 37.
Yes, Riddle's up there in age too. Yeah, Riddle's up there in age because he did MMA for so long.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the Elimination Chamber. We will be on the air at 7:45 p.m.
Yes.
With the show beginning at 8 p.m. Remember, if you are a Dish subscriber and you want to watch the Elimination Chamber on Dish, you can if you order 1-800-333-DISH.
Is Dish still even around nowadays?
I don't. That's
what I'm wondering. Like, why? Like, that's still, but
yeah, it's cable and satellite. Yes. And of course, if you want to watch Elimination Chamber on DirecTV, all you got to do is go to directtv.com and order the Elimination Chamber.
I got to be honest. I don't think Dakota Kai's got any type of patella tendon injury because if she did, they would have vacated the titles already. She can't wrestle with a torn patella, even if it's slightly torn.
Or it could be a knee sprain.
Yeah, it has to be something severe. It has to be something minor because
it has
if
to
it
be
wasn't,
minor.
They would take the titles off of them now.
We would have
wrestle.
Right. The titles need to be defended every 30 days.
Yeah. So unless she heals up within a month or so, they need to take the titles off of her. Unless she does light work. That's probably another reason why they're going to take the titles off of them at WrestleMania.
I guess it's
Becky Lynch now is beating the stew
Yes.
out of Bailey inside this cage.
They usually do it. They usually announce the Hall of Fame people after the
Oh.
Elimination Chamber. You're going to be hearing them all throughout the weeks for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued who's going to go in.
Robert, Jeffrey, let's see, Mitch, and Mac the Giants fan. You all are getting inside the WWE Hall of Fame.
So I'm looking at the
Yes.
so
They say
so
you have to
Colts-
have Piper Niven heel turn, not Candace. Piper Niven.
No,
was
no, no.
turning heel.
Piper Niven was turning heel.
Yeah, Piper Niven
yeah.
was turning heel.
I'm just busting everyone's chops, ladies and gentlemen.
I would love to be in the Hall of Fame.
I'm busting.
So
yours,
actually,
ladies and gentlemen.
so Cultaholic put this article out February 1st. They said they did say so Brian Alvarez from Wrestling Observer Live that gave an update that the injury to Kai is to believe to be minor. So they don't know the timetable of the injury.
The elbow smash.
Yes, Batista will be in the Hall
Batista's
of Fame.
has to be in.
Batista is in the Hall of Fame. Yes.
Never seen her sister.
Natalia's sister is freaking good looking too.
Oh, Jenny Neidhart.
Chris Lee knows best.
I think Becky Lynch has got to win this match either way.
Yeah.
Honestly, the best thing to do is have Damage Control start falling apart, and then you have Bailey lose, and then you have Io and Dakota lose their belts, and then eventually you see the demise of Damage Control, and then have all these women go on their own.
And then do me a favor, take those titles and burn them, please.
I wish, but they're not going to. They're going to have to put on Shayna and Ronda, and Shayna and Ronda will wreck everybody. You know what I could see? This is what I think is going to happen with the women's tag titles.
But Ronda...
I'll just say this. Shayna and Ronda will win those belts. They'll go on a rampage, and then you'll bring up Kaden Carter and Katana Chance, and then they'll win the tag titles. I think that's what's going to happen. Ronda and Shayna will win the tag titles. They'll have them maybe until SummerSlam, and then they'll drop them to Kaden and Katana at SummerSlam.
Because, I mean, and also think you got to blame Vince for getting this. I mean, The Rock should be a WWE Hall of Famer.
No.
I think the only reason why he hasn't because I think they still thought he.
Well, there is a rumor that Vince McMahon will be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yes,
his daughter is.
Oh, that's gonna go over well.
His daughter is pushing the Hall of Fame committee to put the father in the Hall.
No way.
It's kind of ironic that she's pushing to put him in the Hall of Fame.
After all the shit that he's been accused of.
Yeah, I
and the
know.
fact that she left the company under mysterious circumstances. So, I mean.
Exactly.
He ran her out of town, basically.
Exactly. Like, what's the point? That's hypocrisy at its.
By the way, I find it very funny that Vince McMahon says he would potentially step aside and step down if it helps out the WWE sell the company. I find that to be BS.
Exactly.
Come on.
I don't.
Let me tell you something. If you buy that load of bull, I've got something to tell you. I want to be put creative. I'd be pulling my hair out if I was being put creative. I couldn't do it, but I appreciate it. Go ahead, I would have something to tell you if you believe that load of bull.
No, I don't. I don't. I never did.
Because he's an egomaniac. This is an egomaniac.
Big. I mean, the fact that this is a $5 billion.
Wrestling wise, he is a Hall of Famer. Vince McMahon was responsible for some of the biggest things that have ever happened in WWE.
Think about it, without Vince
including
McMahon,
the greatest feud of all time, Vince McMahon versus old Stone Cold Steve Austin.
So now let me ask the two of you something.
Wrestling wise, he's a Hall of Famer.
Does he deserve to be in the Hall of Fame?
Wrestling wise, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
He revolutionized the
and think about it too. Him and Hogan.
Take it away from him.
And think of this too. Him and Hogan brought the WWE to the mainstream media in the golden days.
And remember, Vince McMahon created SummerSlam. He created WrestleMania. He created WrestleMania. He created Monday Night Raw.
It's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
And
AEW
Metcalf's
is
full of
never gonna
shit
buy
too.
WWE.
Yeah.
So
I don't believe that. I don't believe it.
And I always said this too. As soon as Vince McMahon came back, so it's like, yep. It's like, oh, he's going to step aside. You know, I smelled this is bullshit from a mile away when he came back. Like this was not going.
I don't know why, but this cage match is feeling flat.
Yeah,
It's
it's
yeah,
a little flat right now.
It's like soda when it's an open soda. It's flat.
It just doesn't feel good at all. This does not feel like a good match.
No, I don't know why.
But like I said,
it's missing some kind of element, and I'm not sure what the element is. But I mean, she is beating the stew out of her.
I'll give it for the last few minutes, but right now it's just lacking something. But there's still time for it to get up to that next gear. And remember, there's
Becky Lynch, beautiful leg drop.
That's a good point.
One, two, no.
Should be automatically.
I was going to say too. There's a new rule in the cage now. You have to get pinned or submitted. There's no more crawling out the door and no more crawling over the top. They got rid of that rule.
They try to put do Hell in a Cell rules.
Yes, they got rid of that rule. Yes.
Yeah, they started on NXT Vengeance Day.
Yes.
It's
now you have to pin or submit. There's no more going over the top and no more going through the door.
And try to cheat your way through.
Yeah, it's just a traditional wrestling match with a cage on the outside. Yes.
I just thought it was just in NXT. It's
a steel cage, though, Sleeping Angels. Everybody will cheer for a steel cage. It's a steel cage match.
Did you expect anything less?
Exactly. The ratings actually not been hasn't really been too bad. Even though the show's been lackluster.
Ratings have been great.
Exactly. Like
what you mean the ratings for NXT?
Those for all shows.
Oh well,
good move by Bailey.
I mean, Raw suffered a couple of weeks ago the worst ratings ever. But the Raw 30 did very well in the ratings.
It did.
Last week's Raw didn't do too bad in the ratings.
Exactly. I mean, it's been I won't say consistent, but it's
up and down. It's like this.
Exactly. It's not as like it was
like this.
In 2016 was just down the drain.
And then let me explain something to all this. Even though the ratings are inconsistent, the matches have been entertaining to the point where you can want to watch it. It's not unwatchable.
Well, they're all just great wrestlers. All these men and women are so good at wrestling.
That's a good question. I think Teddy Long is a WWE Hall of Famer. I don't think if he's not, then we have issues. Put Teddy Long. You can't not tell me you can't put the greatest SmackDown general manager in the Hall of Fame. Come on now.
Right. They're saying that the Hebner brothers should be inducted in the Hall of Fame.
I agree.
Well, one of them just passed away. I believe.
Dave died.
Dave Hebner passed away last year.
I
put Tim White in there too from the Attitude Era. God rest his soul.
Mike Chioda.
No, Mike Chioda. Shout out to another Jersey native too.
Charles Robinson, I put in there too.
Yeah.
The best moment of Charles Robinson, I think, was at a WrestleMania. He had to run down that long ass ramp without
tripping. 85 yards.
That's impressive though, without tripping.
That takes skill to do that, especially for a referee that's not in shape and up there in age.
Well, he's in pretty good shape, Charles Robinson.
Vince Russo out of the Hall of Fame. I hate Vince Russo.
No. Well, maybe I was wrong about the rules on the main roster because it looks like they're still crawling out of the cage. And
they look like
I guess that only applies to NXT, I guess.
Yeah, it might be just an NXT thing.
Look out. Belly to belly.
It could have just been a one-time thing because
1, 2, no.
It's picking up a little bit now. It's getting a little better.
I can see Eric Bischoff getting to the WWE Hall of Fame, even though he's
isn't he already in the Hall of Fame?
I don't think I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think he is. He is in the Hall of Fame. Yes, he is.
Yes.
He got inducted a couple of years ago. Inducted a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Okay. No, I thought that might be Teddy Long.
Okay, Bailey is trying to get out of the cage and win the match.
Nice Bailey to belly. He went in a couple of years ago.
And here comes Becky Lynch after her. Uh-oh, both ladies are on top of the cage, and the audience is now the audience wakes up.
Well, because they know something's about to happen.
Oh, oh shoot.
So
Bailey
actually,
just
I pulled up a Bleacher Report article, titled "Predicting Who Will Be Inducted into the Class of 2023." Number 1 is Umaga. Please put him in. The dude
Yes.
just bit.
Yes. Absolutely.
Umaga, Michelle McCool.
Oh,
I don't know about that one.
oh no, Bailey fell. Bailey fell, and looks like Becky
Yeah,
Lynch
would you
is
put
gonna
Michelle McCool in there in the WWE Hall of Fame?
You know who deserves to be in the Hall of Fame? What's his name? Oh gosh. Um,
Oh, the Midnight Express.
aren't they in the Hall of Fame already?
Becky could try to come down, but you got Io
Oh,
Sky
no.
and you got Dakota Kai.
Oh,
there.
she got the crutch. She got the she hitting her with the crutch.
Lex.
Wait a minute. 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 Lita! Oh snap!
I was
Lita!
right. I was right. I knew. I saw a report that Lita was going to come back tonight, so I was right. So Lita is coming. You know what? Lita and Bailey. I might have just changed it up. Lita versus Bailey at WrestleMania.
I would not
Hey,
be
that might be a
opposed to
WrestleMania
that.
match. That might be a WrestleMania match. Lita versus Bailey.
Oh, she just beating the stew out of Damage Control.
She looks
That's
great,
right, because
though,
it
man.
continues the storyline. They had a storyline
Twist of
going on
fate.
between them. It
Twist
makes
of
sense.
fate. Bailey don't know what to make of it.
Man, Lita looks good, though, man.
Oh,
right to the knee.
Oh, that's
God.
it. 1, 2, 3.
Becky wins.
Becky wins because of Lita.
Yeah, I think this is setting up Lita versus Bailey. Because they teased I remember Bailey called out Lita not that long ago for a match. So I think this is what we're gonna get. We're gonna get Lita versus Bailey at WrestleMania. That might be your biggest women's match of the entire weekend.
I agree. Now let me ask you guys this: do you think Lex Luger should be in the WWE Hall of Fame? I think he should.
Yes.
I mean, think about it. Who can say who could body slam Yokozuna in the middle of on WWE television?
All right, so that is the end of Raw, ladies and gentlemen. Another night.
Can we get Lita and Becky versus Bailey and somebody?
Ooh, that could be interesting.
Could they tag up together and maybe take on Bailey and somebody that Bailey chooses? Maybe another Hall of Famer. Maybe Trish. Maybe Trish is a heel.
I mean, she has. I mean, Trish. People
or
don't understand how
Medusa.
good.
No, I don't think Medusa can go at her age right now. I don't.
Okay.
There's just some that just can't. They can still can go at it. I mean, Trish though. I mean, I think she could be the perfect option for Bailey, just because And look, I remember. I mean, look, Trish was not that bad of a heel in the early to mid 2000s.
So was Lita. Both of them were great heels.
Just to let everybody know, we want to send out a prayer to Superstar Billy Graham, who is not doing good right now in the hospice.
No.
Superstar Billy Graham right now is suffering from multiple, and I mean multiple, medical issues at this time. So our thoughts and prayers are going out to Superstar Billy Graham at this time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it for the Raw Watch.
Probably say it was like a 7.5. I thought Raw had moments that I thought Raw had moments where it was a miss, but I thought that the Lita back and the promo battle between Cody and Heyman was phenomenal.
I gave like a solid 8 just because of that. I think that's what kind of helped, because originally, like I said, I was with Jeff with the 7.5, but with Lita returning
7.75.
Yeah, borderline 8. So I agree with that.
I'm going to give Raw tonight an 8.2.
I mean, out of the way in that 7 to 8 range. Look, that's still good for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
7.75. I can't give it an 8 because there were still a couple of segments that were a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
too
they're a
rough.
little right.
But the matches were great. There were some phenomenal moments during there. I liked a lot of these undercard
7.7. I think I'm gonna go with Jeff. I think I like that
A
7.
7.75, borderline 8.
I think
like
borderline 8.
Right around
Yeah.
8.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the Raw Watch Along. We will be back to you next Monday night for the Go Home Show.
And I'll be back, and you'll see me again Tuesday night for NXT.
Yes. And we will be back for the Elimination Chamber Watch Along next Saturday night at 7:45 p.m. on the Hardcore Sports Network. Me and Jeffrey and Mac the Giant Fan, and of course,
And definitely Tyler's going to be.
Tyler and
all
Mitch.
of us.
All of us
be about
will be
and platform too. Platform
Right.
206 is going to be there as well.
So we're all going to be there next Saturday night, and then me and Jeffrey will return together again on Monday for the fallout from the Elimination Chamber. So look for all of that in our cook pot. And of course, the Wrestling Experience returns this Thursday night. I don't have a guest, so I'm flying solo, ladies and gentlemen. I'm flying solo.
When is that, Earl?
Thursday night. This Thursday night. I will be.
What time?
7:30. I will be.
Is it this? No. Is it this? No. What's today?
This Thursday. This
the night
is Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't be available.
Yeah, I can't do it either. I'm going to be doing the Nets game that night. So
Yes. So I will be flying solo, ladies and gentlemen, doing my show, and I will recap the AEW Dynamite.
Thank you.
I will tell you what I liked, what I didn't like, and everything else. And then, like I said, I will not be here next Monday night, but I'll
be here Thursday the 16th for my first ever Let's Be Real with debut with DJ Sarnes, because man, Let's be real. Me and Tyler were talking about that. It's like we've been waiting for quite a while to get a chance to work with them, because we work with every single one of y'all except for DJ Storms and up in here.
And then
DJ Storms is a ride to work with. I've worked with him a couple of times. He's great.
Yeah, I've worked with him many times. Also on that night on the 16th, Mitch Kofsky will be coming on my show. And he'll be doing the Wrestling Experience. He'll be coming on my show, the Wrestling Experience, on the 16th. Mitch and I will be doing the AEW Roundup recap, and we're going to predict the Elimination Chamber. So that's a massive show. We hope you'll tune in for all of that content in this cook pot of wrestling division. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching the
Earl and Rob, I hope you guys have a great night too. I gotta hop off immediately because I gotta do something in the morning.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm Earl Cole. That is Jeffrey Turner. That's Robert, and you've been watching the Raw Watch Along. Good night, everyone.
Awesome power of nature, hot excitement of freedom.
Because after you get struck by lightning, there's thunder.